I know these niggas be grimy, yeah. I see you niggas be blunder because I want nothing, you gotta be kidding me, yeah. Gotta be shitting me, you is not kidding me, getting this green's priority. Money on me, I don't need me a G. I got a thought she love holding my blick. Cash out the spot like she leaving out sticky. Giving them back shots like Ricky. She got a fatty, that shit like a rebound. That nigga plotting one nigga, let's see by. These niggas talking that shit, but they nobody. Don't need a bitch around these niggas rewriting. I can't tell you where I be. I've been moving too low key. Shit just got you used to me. I'm on like 30,000 feet. Nobody like me. Got a lot on my plate, I'm still gon' eat. With odds I face like the king they be. Chillin' in tropics, slow like me. I always the topic, but no one know me. Steady be hating, the bitch, you can blow me. Not your friend, I'm not your homie. Nowadays, I can do bad by my lonely. Yeah, we don't be ballin', we look like we holy. I mean, we do ball like Ginobili. Feel like a genie, I really be out of my body. I get to my low and that's it, nigga. Bitch, I just ran the fuck up, I do what I want and nobody be telling me shit. But I see my body up, bitch, I might get blue. Honey, my body, I feel like a lick too. I'm my kids, I'm kind of matrix. You tell me, buddy, what I'm saying. Get a little closer for me, man. Danger. What did I ever say? Never trust a kitty, that ain't nothing but a shame. That's like putting on the city, you ain't nothing I can claim. I don't miss no dollar penny, you know CJ got the aim. Bust down, rich and Millie, I'ma switch it for the rain. I'm so banged you in danger. When did I ever say that you can talk to strangers? Oh yeah, they hate us, but they ain't us. Cause any day they know the nigga could be famous. Yeah, stupid, I don't go outside. Bitch got me mad. Fucking up the vibe and got these other bitches glad. I just hit the addy, let them know just what you had. Like, hold up, make it clap for me, baby. Like, yeah, there's plenty ways to get it. I got tricks to make it split it. It's sexy, but baby, I know that you don't get it. I don't go out like no self. Not like, yeah, I'm dubbing Kim. Didn't know that I was him. Now my green invaders him. Gotta leave it with a limb. Yeah, the P is stand for power. Got me feeling like a panga. Girl, you in danger. When did I ever say that you can talk to strangers? Oh yeah, they hate us, but they ain't us. Cause any day they know your nigga could be famous. Real shit, real shit, real shit.
Start recording, and then we're going to make this bigger. That sounded beautiful. I don't know what it meant. So let me just breathe in and breathe out a little bit and just like get into a meditative state. I've been through a lot of changes. Found out really who I was in spirit, and gained a lot of spiritual abilities in the past few days. Things have just been changing so rapidly. I've also noticed monuments being built in my image, and also seems like in this universe, or I guess it's the same universe, and Masons just like tried to build different things around me. Is what I've noticed is like there's so many signs and synchronicities now that we're in the age of Aquarius. Um, what had happened was that, you know, I was really just chilling. Like, you know, I wanted to focus on getting, you know, my real estate license. Still haven't really even studied yet because the universe had other plans. And basically, I was on social media just seeing people like talk, but it felt like they were talking at me instead of like, you know, just focused on themselves. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is everybody like seeming like they're trying to come for me? And I've just been chilling, like, you know, because I study by myself, and I don't really talk about a lot of the stuff that I study because I know a lot of ancient knowledge and ancient wisdom, and I don't practice it, you know. So, and I don't promote like, you know, doing things like that because, you know, it comes with repercussions. Like anytime that you're doing spiritual practices, that things can go wrong and it can backfire on you. You know, that energy has to go somewhere. So, um, you know, I was starting to listen to some of the people that I listen to, which is like my spirit team, and there was only a few that I actually listened to and resonated with, but at the time they were telling me like, hey, like, you know, these people tried to kill you, dude. Like, it's time to cut off all the dead weight and step back into your power. And then there was another video talking about how you're this person that I'm talking to has just been severely underestimated. And it's like, you know, I have so many gifts that I don't really use, that have just been lying dormant. Not really dormant, but just like, like I don't feel like going up too high because I know in the back of my head that there is forces higher than me that are literally doing damage control and trying to like dim my light by taking what I know and putting it out there. And now you can definitely see that clearly. Like, there's been plenty of videos and plenty of like things, names being thrown around, but never my name specifically. You know, which is like just so disrespectful to me. Like, I feel like, why, why are y'all doing that? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like fucked up. But it's just like people just have these weird connotations with me, and I feel like, well, now I definitely know that people have whoever's higher up has like blacklisted me from like the industries, multiple industries, or even people in my family. Like, it's just like as above, so below, because as above, like, government agents, they know who you are when you come into this realm. They know what your purpose is, and they know what your talents are and what you're capable of, and they will put people in your way to make sure you don't reach your full potential. And some people don't. Some people crash out, some people die, some people get, what I'm saying, knocked off, or just get caught up in relationships with karmics. And you know um, it's just like, we come into this realm not knowing what our purpose is, and it's our job to figure that out. And as a truth seeker, you know we have so much of the knowledge. Like, we're just literally gaining knowledge every day, and I have an insatiable appetite for wisdom. And um, because my parents were always like, "Hey, CJ, I want you to seek God. Like, I want you to, you know, have a relationship with God and Christ, you know." And it's like, I think I do. It's like, I think I do. Like, I study all the time, and like I'm seeking wisdom all the time. Like, I have so much wisdom that's not even accessible to them. And when I tell them things that I've learned, I've noticed like there's this pushback, like, everything's in the Bible, like, or like, and it's like what I'm saying does not contradict the Bible, but the fact that it's coming out of my mouth and not scripture, it's a problem. Because for them, they see it as blasphemy. They consider me a witch, or like witchcraft or whatever, when honestly, I didn't deserve the treatment that I got when I came into this realm. I was labeled bipolar, I was labeled schizoaffective, even though I was very talented, working on my purpose, and really feeling fulfilled and happy when all of that transpired. And, I knew that I wasn't crazy, and I knew that I was like put here to, you know, help people ascend, and also just spread love and spread wisdom, you know. And for a while, it's just in the background, like even when my family would pray for me, like they would pray like, "Oh, we pray that no witchcraft like things like that. Like, it just offended me because it's like you never pray for anybody else like that, but you pray for me like that, like as if I'm doing witchcraft or like, and I'm not. Like I'm more on the light side of spirituality, and I don't use my abilities unless that God told me to, and this is one of those instances where, you know, I'm being underestimated, was being targeted, I was being suppressed, I was being, um, like spells were being casted on me. I was watching my life being lived through other people that didn't deserve the spot. And then I heard God tell me, like, show them your power. Show them what you're capable of, show them what you can really do. And I was like, well, I never done it before. So I'm just gonna have to learn as I go along. And I wanted to do it in a public way because if it actually worked, like I didn't want it to be something to where it was like, oh, you didn't do that. That was something else, that was, I wanted to make it very, very clear that yes, this is me. Like this is what I'm capable of when I put my mind to it and I apply myself. And I had 100 posts on my page. At the end of it, it was 700 paid videos, and each one of those videos was like showing me who I truly was, and also showing me who I can become, and using those moments to build my rebirth, which I knew in my chart was coming. And um, when I did it, I had no clue of the impact that I would have on the people around me. I didn't know the impact that I would have in the world. I didn't know the impact that I would have in these occult spaces, governments, and federal. Like, um, after I made all of those posts, because I had so much fun doing it, and I was exercising, and I was, fasting and meditating, and just working on myself overtime, and also putting those keys into my mind, like making sure that everything stuck. This is who I am now, embodying those characteristics that I put into posting it. And it wasn't only just for me to show my potential. I believe that it would help other people, especially people who relate with my sign, I guess, as well. And me coming from like a mental health background and stuff like that, I've really like even now is like it's always on my heart to work with people who have like problems with mental health, because one of the things that I learned on a TED Talk one time was like, the people that we label as crazy actually have spiritual gifts, but they don't know how to harness them. And since I heard that, like I really made it my mission to learn how to harness my spiritual abilities. And I did this in such a way that people didn't even recognize what I was doing. Because like, you know, when you're dealing with mental health, you're being put on drugs and you're being told you don't know anything from left to right, and like, whatever you say won't even be believed because you'll be perceived as crazy. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't even have anything in my mind at this point. My mind is just completely empty. It's like I'm just a sponge at this point, you know. So I'm going to fill my mind with things that like edify my soul instead of bullshit. And like it's all work, no play. I've always been learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning because I have fun doing it.
That's what I'm just gonna say.
I
You
have
make it fun. It's playful. Everything you do is so playful.
Yes, exactly. And it's just like it's pure, you know what I mean? But it's serious and it packs a punch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so like after I posted all of those, I noticed what I did, and I was like, the industry's gonna come for me. They're gonna say some shit, and they did. The whole entire industry basically looked into my life, looked into my, I guess, hacked into my technology, and really tried to figure out who the fuck this guy was, and who sent him, and who's claiming this one. And like, come to find out, nobody could claim me because I never came from anyone. I just came from myself. I like, you know what I'm saying? I did all this now. I learned all
Free
of this.
agent.
Hmm?
A free agent.
I'm a free agent. I learned all of this by myself. And one of the reasons why I also got into forbidden knowledge is because in the past, like, while I was in Hollywood, I made a mistake. Like, I basically was I had a girlfriend in Florida, and things weren't really well with us because I had caught something from her, and I was like, and she never really came clean until, like, actually she never came clean until it was too late. But I'll explain that a little bit later. But I made a mistake of trying to get with a girl at a club that I seen, and she was like, "Oh, can I bring a friend? Whatever." I was like, "Okay, cool." Like, y'all pull up, blah blah blah. And when she brought her friend, it was a dude. So I was like, "What? Are we gonna fuck her together?" And like, okay, cool. Like, you feel me? So I'm thinking like, oh, it's your turn, man. Get in that shit. He's like, no, I wanna suck your dick. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, bro. I'm like, I'm not gay, bro. She's like, come on, like, right after, like, you can fuck me again. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. So I felt like that moment in my life, like I felt like, damn, I done let God down and I failed. Like, I,
Why? How?
because homosexuality in the Bible is very, very frowned upon. And I feel like a lot of people that get into spirituality have experienced
It's
homosexuality, for sure.
it's pleasure. It's pleasure.
It's
That's all
it's
it
just
is. It's
like
pleasure.
it's just like people have a bad connotation with it, and back in
Well,
like,
fuck the people
yeah,
because
fuck
they
them.
don't because they're repressed.
Yeah, they don't know. But like, I'm not a big promoter of homosexuality because it's not right with nature. And you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that come with that. And one of the things that come with that is the inability to hear God. A lot of people who are homosexuals do not believe in God. So they're very worldly. And we in the spiritual community know that we're not supposed to be of the world. We're in the world, but we're not of the world. And you can tell right now that, well, when I made all those posts, the first thing that was coming for me was, oh, he's a faggot. Oh, he's gay. Oh, he does this, he does that. Like, I already knew they were going to try to defame my character in some sort of way, or try to find something to say that, like, basically made me feel less of a person. I
Right.
knew that was a key factor that these people would throw once I actually show my light. And for a long time, that's why I never did. And because I know how handsome I am, I know how smart I am, I know how charismatic and magnetic I am. And I am always living in my true potential. But I'm not going to show people my true potential if once I climb that ladder, they're going to try to defame me like they're doing now. But the funny thing is just the fact that you step back and you just observe these people who don't know you from a can of paint, and they're talking so much shit as if they know this nigga and they've never met you.
But
And
everyone's always gonna do that. It's like, if that's always how
no,
it's gonna
no,
be.
I don't know. I've never done that to anyone.
Well, I'm not saying you. I'm saying people people fear what they don't understand, and you're off the charts. So it's not like the masses are gonna get you.
Mhm.
You are more often than not going to be misunderstood.
Exactly.
So it's
But
like,
does that mean I don't even have a name?
what do you mean?
There's so many videos that have my signature on it, but not my actual name. They'll they'll talk about the knowledge, but they'll never ever mention my name or even give me an opportunity to actually go out and say like, hey, like, yo, we like what you're doing. We seen what you did, and we've also watched you travel the whole country, and you've been the one that's like literally been learning the knowledge and actually applying it into their life, and we see it, and
Well, there's
we want to work with
sometimes.
you. I know it's here now, but it's just the simple fact that like I've reached out to pretty much the whole industry in different industries too. Christianity, like they made music like Christian rap. I'm a fan of Christian rap. I still am to an extent, but you're not going to start making music about me as if I'm a threat to you. That's where I draw the line. That's where I'm like, all right, well, fuck you.
Why?
Because why the fuck are you trying to
You
like
can't control what anyone does.
exactly?
It's
But
all
you know
part of
what?
the
You know what I'm
journey.
you know what I'm not gonna do is I'm not
Mm.
going to make songs about like talking shit about people. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not. Of course not.
But this is what the Christian community is gonna do to a person they don't even know. They've been actually
That's
watching me for a while, and they've been putting music in like basically towards my frequency because they know that I'll put it out there like and live what they're saying, you know. While they're making this music, I'm living it, and I'm not even talking about it. And you know, what that did was my ex, who I was with, very beautiful girl. Um, she's a model, and you know, when I went through that mental health journey, she basically saw it as an opportunity to take a role of someone that she's not, you know, because the only
what do
reason
you mean?
hmm, she
What do you
basically,
mean by
well, like it's like look at who has mental health in the celebrity space, who deals with bipolar.
Kanye?
Okay, so she took it upon herself to make her role like a Kim. You see? So like she and another one of my friends who I feel like in this day and age he's like more of a Jay-Z, but he's spiritual, but he's not as powerful as me anymore. But you know, and my brother as well, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure that he's had sex with my girl while I was going through all of that, you know, cuz it was a tough time because it was like I was being misunderstood, and no matter what I said, you know, people were just like I didn't know who to trust. I didn't even trust her, you know, because I don't know what was said behind closed doors. I don't know what was done behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm hearing music about fucking your bitch and all this other shit. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm peeping it. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, I'm trying to connect the dots, and I would always listen to music to connect the dots. But as we grow older and as we become more of who we truly are, the bar gets higher. You see what I'm saying? So so I have this role in the music industry because my girl is in the modeling space, and she's with a lot of people in the music industry. Not only that, but a friend of mine is in the music industry, and like they have probably higher connections inside the music industry, and the higher you go, the more demonic it is because they don't want to come to terms with the fact that they're homosexuals. Confirmation. They don't.
Yes.
And like you go to Utah, and like when I went to Utah, this was like after I did all of that. And I didn't go there purposely, you know? My spirit guided me there, or whatever these motherfuckers was doing to me while I was leaving from Seattle to Florida, which I haven't even got to yet. But
Mm.
wound me up going through Utah. But I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, like so, there's these roles that have been played, and you know, like after a while, I just didn't give a fuck. Like what I'm saying? I'm so spiritual and so grounded in what I am and and loving myself, and listening to music that I resonate with, and as I grow spiritually, the bar gets higher and higher. So I'm no longer like susceptible to just that low vibrational music that they keep putting out. And the funny thing was is that they were trying to get my attention.
Of course.
Because they feel as though if they can get my attention, they feel some sense of validation, like, oh my god, it hit. He put it out there. Like it's like kind of like a bet. Like let's see if he'll put it out there. If he likes it, then it resonates with him, and like every word sticks. You feel me? So this is what
Mm.
they would do, and um, you know that goes for just like at the lower level and the higher levels, because the more I grow and the more I put out, like, okay, I'm learning the occult knowledge, like they know I'm learning this shit as a videographer, like they know, like,
Mm.
what I'm saying, they can see it, it's blatant, like it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And you know like I'm just loading the clip because I know one day I gotta go against these motherfuckers. I know one day I gotta shut this whole thing down. Like all you niggas is gonna shut the fuck up because y'all don't know me for real, and I'm gonna really like wreak havoc. You feel me?
Ooh.
And so after I made all those posts, now here comes the industry, and everybody makes an album or they make hit singles and shit like that, and it all has my signature embedded in it. And
Mm.
what can happen when you hear music that resonates with you so much that you feel like this motherfucker knows you? You start to go crazy because it's like you're paranoid.
Yeah.
And this is what people will say. Like they would try to be like, no, bro, nobody's making music about you, blah blah blah. But I know better than that because I know who I put up there in the first place, who I got in the back of the pocket all the way up in the industry, while I'm out here, like, what I'm saying, helping people who need knowledge and healing people and learning and traveling and living my best life and just adventuring.
Yeah.
Like that's me. Meanwhile, you got these people who are trying to make music in my air, you know, because it's like the new age Kanye type shit, and he's like an oracle, like, and it's just like, I heard Future say like, oh, it boosts my aesthetics, like, what I'm saying, like I'm getting out of my body, like all this other shit, like these niggas don't know anything about getting out their body. For real, like they'll pop a pill and think that they're getting out their body. Like, no, nigga, sit your ass down. Like, you see how like it's so
Yeah.
3D, and it's like they have no clue how deep this shit really goes. And it's funny because when I showed them what I really knew, and I was like, After I did those posts and I went through that spiritual awakening, it really took a toll on me because
Of
I was
course.
no longer the version of myself that I was before. There was no like there was no going back to it. And it was like I'm still trying to learn who I am now, and I'm trying to keep up with it and just maintain it. And you know, not only that, but when you're posting things that are sensitive, um, it creates a red flag in the system to where they can start using the IR blaster that's inside of the phone and directing it into your eyes to burn your eyes so you could stop. And I knew about this, so I kept going. I kept going and trying to block it out and trying to, just make sure I'm dodging it, and it kept hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, hitting me. And but
Is
I
that
just
what's going on with?
that's why the eyes were like bleeding in some of them because
Can you help me with something?
what's up?
I've had this feeling for the past, I don't know, 48 hours maybe, that it's like my skull is being crushed internally. And you know that feeling you get
You're getting
like when you're gonna have
you're getting
what?
spiritually attacked. Everyone, all the chosen people.
It's so intense.
Yes. So
It's
what you
so
need to
intense.
do is you need to start grounding, and you also need to start fasting and stop eating the bullshit, because the longer you do it, the longer you're prolonging your ascension process. The sun is at the most powerful it's ever been. So, and we're in the age of Aquarius where everything is not a coincidence. It's literally directed towards you. And there's a lot of people that are around your energy that are not supposed to be there. And they're just keeping tabs on you so that they can actually figure out another way to attack you, whether it be financially, spiritually, or, um, anyway, physically, shit. And that's what's going on. It's like
What am
we're
I supposed to do? It's like I still have to
this is
earn
what you gotta.
money. I
This,
still have to find a place to live. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this
yeah,
is crazy. It's crazy.
you
Crazy.
have to literally focus on like fortifying your body, fortifying your spiritual beliefs, putting out these affirmations, creating your own prayers to protect yourself. And when you're feeling these energies, you have to be able to learn how to transmute it. Like alchemy, I've been getting spiritually attacked. Like even from today, like I woke up, I was gonna go see my girl, well the girl I'm talking to, and all of a sudden I'm getting these frequencies. I'm getting hit with um, spiritual attack, and I'm feeling drained, and I know I can't even walk up the stairs. Like I'm just tired. Like I'm gonna go knock out. Right? I knock
That's
out,
what I've been
and
feeling.
then yeah. So and then I wake up. Next thing I hear is a boom on my car door, and it wasn't a person. It was a demon. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I remember like seeing I pulled something above my car, like or like I just looked at the floor of my car, and it was dirty, and I was like, oh, this is gross, and then boom, and like a demon came because of all that negative energy that was being pent up and people trying to go into my field while I was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So when I woke up, I got scared. I had a negative reaction, and a demon tried to enter me. You see, and it might have, and I felt it, and then that's when my other side kicked in, and I'm like, oh, okay, y'all want to play. So I I pulled off and I started to notice all the people that were around. And yeah, there's witches and warlocks literally in plain sight for me. Like they know where I'm at. They know like they've been keeping tabs on me. They've been following the journey that I've been going on. This is today present moment, but you don't even know half the battles that I have been having to fight.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, so what I've been doing is I have my wand for binding spells and for healing spells and for any type of spells with my intention. I also have my notebook where I'm alchemizing any energy that I feel positive affirmations, sending out messages to the universe, sending out messages to you know, who I'm talking to, and just protecting, you know. And that's what I was doing on Forbidden Forbes, is sending out positive frequencies, giving affirmations. That's supposed to be protection. That is
Right.
really protection for this time, because
I need
there's
to ask you about my friend. Somebody's asking me to meet them right now at Silas, this place called Silas. It's Mediterranean. And his name is Christopher Lee.
Christophers are going to be targeted because they have the signature of the Christ bearer. Okay, so
I know, and
they're very very important to the Matrix,
I
and yeah, they need help. Like
that's what he keeps asking me for. He says, I need healing. He's like, come on. Like, he's wanting me to come right now. I'm in my bed. Like, I can hardly move. I'm so tired from this day. You know what I'm saying?
okay, well, then we'll just give what I'm saying to him. We'll give this video to him once it's finished.
Okay.
And also, yeah, give him my number so I can talk to him as well. You know, because I'll
Okay.
help him out. But yeah. So like when when that happened, when I made all those posts, I had a spiritual awakening, and next thing I know, there's real world repercussions, because anything that happens in the spiritual realm starts to become physical, and it started with natural disaster. One of my angels said that it's Judgment Day, like, and I'm like, what? And then there's a cyclone coming to Seattle, a
Yeah.
snow cyclone. I'm like, what? There's gonna be houses that are gonna get blacked out. What? I was like, yo, I don't believe any of this is gonna happen, but if it does, I made something against the principalities that I want y'all to read. If you just read it, you know what I'm saying? It starts to help the collective. It starts to help humanity. And you know, I also gave it to that person, D1. I gave the blueprint to D1, and I told him like, yo, we are the kings and queens and goddesses of this planet. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you this message to, you know, put it in the hands of higher ups, and make sure they read it and they understand this play that's about to happen. So I already gave it to somebody that was trustworthy, that was in the industry, and I sent it to his team. Okay? As I'm doing all of these posts and stuff like that, there's no way that they could have missed it. Plus, my spiritual team is like always been watching me and making content based off of what I'm trying to convey, because they know the code that I'm actually speaking in, you know. And some of these people I didn't even meet until after I did all of that, you know. And so after I was like distraught and like, you still here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. After I was
I,
like distraught, like I literally just, it was like going through psychosis, but this time I actually put myself through it. And now there's a cyclone happening. So I gotta get all of my stuff out my house when it was pitch black, and get in my car and continue putting out the messages that I was putting out, you know, because I knew it was important, and I couldn't just stop, because I knew that whatever like attack just happened was a direct correlation to what I was doing, you know. And that's at a government elite level. Like HARP had to actually send shit
right.
towards us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yeah.
not only was there a cyclone in Seattle, there was heavy snow in California. When has that ever happened?
Right.
And there was also a red moon in Florida where I'm from, or
Yeah.
a red sun. The sky was red. Okay.
Yeah.
So remember I told you about what happened in Los Angeles? Remember I told you
Los
about
Angeles.
them saying that I was bipolar and mental, all this other stuff,
Yeah.
and that carried all the way to Florida, and you know what my ex did and what all these people continue to do and perpetuate to try to dim my light.
Right.
Not only that, but the fact that I was in Seattle, and Seattle has a lot of demonic energy here, and
Yes.
there's a lot of
Very dark place.
Africans here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a lot of these people have been hired to fuck me over. There's been spiritual practitioners, like demonic practitioners, people who do alchemy, have been trying to attack me and don't know me.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So um, I told my pops, I was like, yo, dad, like, there's a lot of shit going on down here and it's getting too hot. Like, I think that I gotta come home for a second. And he's like, well, just come home for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, bet. So I packed my shit. I let my landlord know, like, yo, I'm coming back, but I gotta go see my family and stuff like that. So as I'm going and leaving the city, I'm starting to notice a lot of cars with like Gemini like symbols, like Gemini stickers and Oracle stickers, and just like fanned out shit, fanned out
Yeah.
behavior, you know. But
Yeah.
these weren't fans because why didn't they come talk to me? Why didn't they say anything? Why are they just following me? And why is there so many of them? It felt like thousands of them. And I realized that one of my manifestations within doing all of those posts was also to get all of the attention of these demonic energies and these demonic forces on
Yeah.
me, because I knew how to combat against it, and I knew that something was coming, and I knew that I was the only one that's going to be able to face the brunt of that and still survive, because I always survive,
Right.
you know? So, um, as I was going through this journey, like they're actually, they know what path that I'm taking. So what they're doing is they're literally changing the landscape as I'm going to my destination. The signs are changing, the
What?
buildings are changing. There's buildings that were just made and don't even have shit in it, but
Yeah.
signs with like my signature inside of it. So it used to just be the music. Now it's physical. So that's money. People are putting money into having all of these cars with decals follow me, having all these buildings being built, having all these signs being changed. And it was a direct correlation to me using one of the highest degrees of Freemasonry, which is the law, the 33rd law, or 33rd degree of Freemasonry. I also put that in one of the posts and really started
Yeah.
to go in on, you know, my manifestations, because I wanted to see a change. And when that change came to me, I was not ready for it. I was not ready for being bombarded with agents all around me, gang stalkers all around me, CIA, Russians, fucking occultists,
Yeah.
fucking alchemy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I go inside a place, they're talking shit, they're like doing shit behind my back, they're trying to cast spells on me, they're putting shit into the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
and I have 40 hours to go. And um the second day, I was so in, like, just, it was just like they were attacking every part of me. I stopped eating. I was focused on regenerating, because my cells needed to regenerate from all the spiritual attacks that was hitting me. So I was drinking a lot of water, and not only that, but once my pee became clear, I started drinking my pee as well because pee has stem cells in it. That stem cells, if you
Right.
didn't know, they repair. They're like the universal
It's the
cell.
living waters. The
Okay,
living waters.
so I was using those. I was using water
Mm-hmm.
and my pee to regenerate my body and also wash my body out, so make me more sensitive and aware. So now my third eye is opening, my crown is blasted. I'm literally like transforming, you know. And as I was driving, there was a point where it was just getting too much, like with all of these people on the road, and they're just slowing my journey down, and there's no way I could stop it because this is the
Right.
route that I have to take. And they're in the stores, they're in the cars, they're changing the
Right.
buildings, like shit is just shifting around me. It's in like, and then I'm noticing
Oh, I
UFOs.
know what you're talking about. It's creeping me out. Like I know what you're talking about, and
Yeah, it's
it's just
creepy.
it's
You
yes,
start to
yeah,
realize how much shit you was hidden from you, and
and it's
also
everywhere. There's agents everywhere.
aliens, aliens.
Yes.
So now a UFO was over my car, and I could see a light, like lights, and it was like boom, 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 and it was just pulling my spirit up, and I was like, fuck no. And I took my phone and I threw it out the window, and then I started driving and just shifting through traffic, shifting like, no, you're not taking me out of here. I need to complete this mission. I have to stay here for this. I'm so important that I cannot go. They were literally
Right.
trying to beam me up, and I had to make a choice. Was I going to save this creation that I made, like this subconscious download of wisdom, of the future, of the playbook that's about to happen in 2025 and probably even beyond? Am I going to save this, or am I going to throw it away? And I threw it away because I had to. And when I threw my phone away, that was also throwing away my GPS. So now I don't have a GPS. And so I went into a parking lot, and it was full of agents, like, or a gas station. It was just full of agents. And I went inside and I'm like, you guys have a GPS or anything like that? They're like, no, we don't sell that. We have these. They're like $200, 300. I'm like, no, I can't do that. So I'm like, all right, I feel defeated. I'm stuck, and there's all these weird ass energies around me, and their main focus is to see me fail. And
Right.
I didn't know to the fullest extent of what they were trying to do until later. But what I was able to do was, like, I went to sleep, I was meditating, I still was doing my spiritual practices. Like, I kept it up, because I was being attacked.
Right.
And what I did then was I figured, okay, I have an iPad in here. It's not mine, but it's my mom's friend who's rich. And like when I came to the house the other day, all of her stuff was at the crib, and my mom was like, "She's giving this to us," and I was like, "Why?" And then she was like, "They're going bankrupt. They did some fraud shit." And I was like, "Are you
Wow.
kidding me?" And she's like, "No." So I was like, "All right, well, let me take this, that, and the third." And one of them was an iPad, and it literally, like, you've never seen an iPad that had like a sticky note with the password right there, like, just like, here you go. And all their stuff was still in there. And once I was able to actually find it in my car, because it took a while, but once was able to find it, charged it, plugged it in, and I also have Wi-Fi in my car, so I used the Wi-Fi in the car, connected it, and had the GPS going. But I noticed that this GPS wasn't following me. It was like a GPS, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was very um it felt like sinister. It felt like it felt like it's not helping at all. It's just like it's still burdening me. It's making my job harder
Of
than it needs to
course.
be. It's not like turn left. It's not like following. It's not doing what a normal GPS would do. And I know how Apple works, so there's an issue here. And then I seen this text that she sent as I'm trying to go down to see my parents for Thanksgiving, and this woman said something along the lines of, "Hey, tell the cleaning crew to get this wiped down." And I was like, "What, bitch? What did you just say?" I said, "I'm literally trying to complete my spiritual um, mission, and this is the hardest one that I've ever done. And this rich lady out the blue just happened to say this. And I'm not taking it as a coincidence. I'm taking it
Right.
as complete disrespect." And I told her, I said, "Your whole bloodline will be pieced out." Like, and she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Who is this?" And then I sent her one of the videos of my spiritual team. And it was talking about how we just flipped this shit on its head. And like to the point where they were in power, and overnight we're in power, and we know what's going on. And that got them so spooked that they left the 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 state and went to somewhere else. And then my mom texted the same people and was like, "Hey, are you okay? Blah blah blah. We love you." And I was like, "Hold on." I took screenshots of all the pictures of like what I was listening to, and it was like, "You're the chosen one. You have a royal bloodline. They want to come for your blood. This, that, and the third." Like because I'm keeping up with what's going on, and I sent her all of these, and I've never sent my mom this in it. And then after I sent her all of these just screenshots of different thumbnails, and I said, "Since when do we make contracts with the devil?" And then
Whew.
I said, "Consider all contracts null and void." And then I was like, "Do me a favor and never speak about this again." And my mom said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I said, "Good, because I already know what the fuck's going on." You know what I'm saying? This has probably been going on for years behind my back, and they've kept it in secret and in code. And okay, now I'm
Course.
seeing the play. Now I'm seeing the playbook after already going through and doing 700 posts of a playbook. I really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm very aware. Very
I
aware.
just I just thought of Rio. Did Rio respond?
Yes, he did. He said
Okay.
that like it aligns with his lineage as well, and he never heard a person actually say that or tell him that. And that was my only first experience with going to Utah one time, and I already know for a fact that our ancestors are from there, and they
Because
communicate from there.
That's the real Jerusalem. The
Yeah.
Great Salt Lake is the Great Salt Lake is the Dead Sea. Like, I mean, all the biblical, so many of the biblical places are
Yes.
in Utah.
Yes. And one of the things that really like just kind of pissed me off when I was there. There was a couple things. Um, but let me get back to the story before. Let me go back to where I
Okay.
was at the story first. I'm gonna get to there, right? So I texted my mom that, and now I know like it's just getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Because I just told these niggas that like your whole bloodline will be killed off, and like I told my mom that, so they know. Like I'm putting these motherfuckers on notice, and I already did put them on notice when I was in Seattle and the storm happened. You know, and
Right.
I was like, "Yo, you're messing with the wrong one. Like you know that God doesn't play about me, right? Like, and my dad posted something that just pissed me off even more. He had, like the Buzz Lightyear toys, like the aliens with like three eyes, like those little green little tiny
Yes.
aliens. Wow. Yeah. So he had one of them. He sent a gif of one of them being pulled out the crane, pulled up by the crane. I'm like, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Like as if they're on the same level as me, but like they just don't say it. And like in hindsight, my dad is definitely on that level. Like my dad is definitely into masonry. He knows, like, yes, and this has been going on even back in his day. Like he was involved because I can hear the code.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is like even me being where I was born and living where I was living at was a direct. It was like a weird reality from the reality that I was supposed to be living, which was in my homeland, which actually is Utah. Because when I went to a rest stop in Utah, I seen my mom's maiden name all over it, and I also seen my name in the list of names. And I was like,
Wow.
what? And so
What's your mom's maiden name? Can you say it?
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're very powerful people, even in the government spaces and stuff like that. But um, I'm just a kid. Like I'm not supposed to even have wield the knowledge that I have, not and much less like the power to actually utilize it. You know. So and then with the name that I have, Christopher Jamal Mitchell, that means Christ bearer, beauty, and is God. That's what that
Wow.
means. So
So beautiful. It's a powerful name.
exactly. And guess who also knows that? The government.
Of course.
And but my pops knew that shit. And when I was even going through, questioning my whole sanity, I'm asking, why do I have the name that I have? Like, was this on purpose? Like, am I like the Messiah? What is this? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jesus, He's us.
Okay
You are
then.
the Christ. I am the Christ. We're all the Christ.
Exactly. So that's what I'm
You're
one.
just a real special Christ.
Yes, and this is the thing that's like I was questioning, right? And so as I'm trying to make this journey down to my family, I stopped in a place called Tennessee, and I'm looking at all of these huge principality buildings, and I have my phone. Well, I did have my phone, and it was from AT&T. That's really loud, by the way.
What's loud?
You
My
driving?
background?
Yeah. Are you driving?
Yeah, I'll put myself on mute.
Okay. And like, yeah. So I'm in Tennessee now, and I'm looking at these buildings, and I'm looking at the correlations behind the buildings. I seen one called Pinnacle, and I put that in the song. I said, I am the pinnacle. This should get critical." So I'm like, okay, that's a connection right there. And then I see AT&T's building, and that was the carrier that I had for my phone, and it was just a large tower, and it had two horns sticking out of it like a demon. And I was like, and then I went back into the post that I had in my mind because like it's still in my subconscious, and it said, the more you stare into the abyss, the more the abyss stares into you. You know, and I slept there. I went to sleep right there in front of all of those buildings and these agents watching me as I'm sleeping. You know, and
That's real.
they
That is real.
and and then I woke up and I was like, all right, well, it's time to get back on the grind. And mind you, I still have a fucking janky ass iPad that's being hacked, and like is barely working. It's turning off on me. I'm going on different roads. I'm literally spiraling as I'm getting to my destination, I'm going off route, having to get back on track. Like I'm getting tired and nodding off, and then waking back up. I'm pretty sure that I died a couple times and came back. You know, that's how bad it was. That's how bad it was because they were doing so much. And
I was so worried about, I didn't want to say worried, but like I was just feeling you at some level and just having this fear almost. Like I knew you were okay, but I knew
it
it
was a
was
lot.
bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it still is bad. I can still hear demons outside. And then I went to Atlanta. Somehow now I'm in Atlanta, and I'm seeing structures that were built in my image, and
Right.
road signs that were like close friends of mine, and like higher ups in the government. And I'm seeing everything. Like it's like my eyes have been like transformed. It's like I got a new set of eyes that can see through the matrix and decode everything, and like I can take everything personal and have a connection to it. You know what I mean? And then decode it into spiritual knowledge without ChatGPT, without anything. Like it's just now a part of me.
Well,
And
then at some level, you created it all. Like
yes,
it's all your
yes,
creation,
all the
right?
manifestations actually happen because
Right.
of the weight and the pressure that I put onto it. Because and it was justified. It was like no one in the spiritual community could say that I did it wrong because it was ordained by God, it was in alignment, and it was meant to happen.
You followed all the rules.
I followed all the rules and I didn't say a
Yeah.
word.
You did it impeccably.
Exactly. Ace the test.
Yes.
So, I'm in Atlanta and I'm seeing all this stuff, and then I also seen posters with a lion's face on it and then my face, and then it said the Messiah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And Atlanta looks so futuristic. I'm like,
Yeah.
when did all of this stuff get built?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, they're building this for me. Like all the aliens and the Masons and all that stuff, the same shit that built the pyramids, literally came back to build this shit for me. And I'm like,
oh my gosh! And around that time, I'm texting you my address. I'm like, where are you? Like I can feel you. That's what's wild.
yeah, it's like I'm also in everybody's mind. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody's
the collective
just collective, yeah. And it's just like literally hit a peak, and like now I'm the chosen one. There's no chosen ones anymore. It's like no, we gotta follow this nigga's blueprint. This nigga knows something, and this conversation that we're having right now is gonna go down in history. So like then then what else did I see? I said, okay, I'm headed to Florida. Oh wait, before Florida, there was a racist town, and it smelled like burning fire, and it was just so much satire and just so much racist hate, and like I knew it was directed towards me, and like it's like they knew about me and they were so mad at what I did. And then when I got into Florida, it was kind of like the same animosity, like fuck this nigga, like, and I was just like, damn, yo, like why is everybody hating on me? Like I thought I did
New
something.
phone. Who this? Who this?
I thought I did something good, type shit.
Listen, Jesus held so much love, like a mile radius of unconditional love, and then what do? They had his ass on a cross. Like
That's
they can't
exactly
handle that.
exactly.
They can't handle that much love.
Yes, and that's exactly where I was gonna get at, because as I'm like literally flooring it to my sister's house, I couldn't even go to my own house yet because it was still being built. And they sent me the address, and I noticed when they sent me the address, as I'm going down, the address that they sent me, once I got to the address that they sent me, it was like it was like a weird building that they would have taken me in and probably took my blood and like or trafficked me
Oh.
off or some shit. Yes. And then I was like, "What is the real address?" And then they sent it to me, and I put it in to this phone that I had. I had bought a phone then because I was like, I don't know where I got the phone from, but I was like, I need to buy a phone, and that was so weird going into this place and buying a track phone, and this
Mm.
track phone that I bought literally has so much power
Mm.
and so much hidden knowledge inside of it and so much technology you wouldn't even think that it was a flip phone.
Wow.
and and it said Kai on it, which means Earth. Kai OS.
Wow.
Kai operating system. Earth operating system. And who's wielding it?
Whew.
You see what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah, that's
there
making
was
me
only
dizzy. Like,
one there was only one of them inside the store when I went there. And then I look on the back of it, it has a B. And I remember the song Blackout that I made. And then I also
yeah.
remember the connection, like Kendrick said, Blackout. And I also, while I was actually trying to get home, I also noticed that, you know, yeah, these niggas made songs about me, but it wasn't in a good way.
Right.
You know, it was like in a hatred way. And you know, all the lists of the songs, like there was one called like a blue van or something like that, which I did see on the road, which really just started, it was freaking me out, it was creeping me the fuck out. And then I went into this other place, and it had a shirt with basically my signature on it. It like because I had yellow or gold shades, remember those gold shades that I had.
Mm-hmm.
There was a picture of, I mean, there was a shirt that had the gold shades, and it had golden wings, and it says that I'll follow you, type shit. You know what I'm saying? You could be my pilot, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just weird. And then I looked at the tag, and it was from Jacksonville, but I was nowhere near Jacksonville, and so that had meant that it had to be sent there in the days me coming down there. So like literally, my reality is being built in front of me. Like I
Right.
shifted the the code, so I no longer knew the code that they had, but now I have my own code to decipher and my own sins to to atone for, and continuously see until I'm dead now. You know, there was a reason why I did all of it, because I felt like I was the only person that was gonna be able to go through this and still come out alive and not fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew something else was coming. You know what I'm saying, beforehand. Anyway, just the fact that people want to kill me and all this other stuff. Like there has to be a reason why I'm being targeted in such a way. And it's like, matter of fact, I was always being targeted. Matter of fact, this is not the first time you've seen ambulances and people in scrubs outside with chains on and word names like Aubrey, you know, like Drake. Yeah, like he's involved in this. Like,
Of
you
course.
know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So, like,
The prize. You are the prize.
so what I realized from all those posts is basically that my mind and what I create actually can create the physical reality and reshape the physical reality. And I was playing on a level where I was giving my power to other people, right? Because that's what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to chase some money. They wanted me to give my energy to other people. And the people that I was giving my energy to were literally being there to do it. Like, they were
Right.
being told to reach out, pay this amount, or don't try not to pay him at all, and see if he'll give you a video. You know what I'm saying? And keep him weak, keep him docile, and keep him
Oh
not
my
knowing who he truly
god.
is. You know what I'm saying? And when you're making the song, make sure that you're putting, words in there that correlate to him or talk shit about him, and have him listen to it on repeat and edit it and repeat so that it becomes embedded in his subconscious mind, so he can be doing that instead of focusing on who he really is. We're trying to keep him asleep, and we're also playing, we're having fun with him because we've already got him in a state where he's not the same as he was when he woke up first. And um
I feel like you're telling my story, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're telling a lot of stories here.
yeah.
Like, it helps me understand what's been happening for me as well, you know?
hmm And they've been sending agents my way to, and posing as friends, posing as artists in the industry, but they're not. And yeah, I've had to come to terms with that. Also, not only that, but it's just like my whole city is a fake playground full of NPCs.
Yeah,
That's how it
that's real.
feels. So, in oh, Seattle, it's not it's NPCs here, but there's also like fucking warlocks, witches, and all type of shit here. And
Seattle, yeah. Seattle's like Ireland, like Celtic, like ancient, like,
yeah,
yeah.
so
The Irie is real Irie.
so when I went to my house and I finally made it, and I knew that they were gonna be shocked that I was still alive, because they expected me to get lost in the sauce and get trafficked off or killed, or put in a mental hospital because of all the frequencies. But I was already prepared for it. And when I went there, I just wanted to observe their reactions and how they treated me and how they moved. And like, it's like they smiled in my face, but as soon as I turn around, they're doing some witch ass shit. And I look back and I see it, and I'm like, okay, okay, because they don't know what I know, and they don't think I know what's going on. You know, they're still under the illusion that I'm in an illusion. But and they're talking shit blatantly inside, and it's a lot of it is just like faggot and like Batman and jacket and just like weird shit, like, and they don't even have to say it outright. They can say like, oh yeah, like something smells like booty or what, what I'm saying, like, just that's their fun. Like, they have fun talking shit about me in code to where I don't understand it, but feel like people are playing with my top, you know? And but now I'm observing it. I'm just observing because I know who I am. I know who I can become, and you niggas is in the way. So, I noticed, like, my sister had something on the wall, like, talking about, yes, like, all of God's gifts are, or all of God's promises are being fulfilled or whatever. I'm like, what? What? Y'all not gonna say what I just did? Y'all just gonna act like it wasn't me?
Why do you keep expecting your family to understand?
But no, it's not that they don't understand. They do understand.
They do?
They do understand. They
so
understand.
What is it? Their pride? They're prideful?
They've signed blood contracts to keep me asleep. They literally signed their life away for this shit.
That's crazy.
And they've sworn to secrecy.
That makes sense.
So I'm observing it for what it is. And they're offering me different types of food, and I already
Are you
know
staying
that
in
I
your
can't.
family's home right now?
Huh?
Are you staying in your family's home right now?
I'm in Seattle. I'm in my own place. But even here is not this.
Wait, you came all the way to Florida and back?
Yes, I went. Oh,
Oh
I
my
made a circle
god.
around the whole country, and
Holy shit.
yeah, so it gets crazier. And
Oh my god.
so when I'm there, they're trying to feed me shit that I know is gonna lower my vibration and just try to fuck me up. And it's like
Right.
I'm not going. I'm literally like ascending right now, and you motherfuckers are pissing me the fuck off. Like, and it's blatant. And you keep asking me if I want this and want that, and I don't want it. And I told them what I do want. Now they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? They still have to listen to what I tell them to do. You know,
Wait, do they know that you know?
they don't know that I know, but they know that I know now. Yeah, of course, because I already told my mom. I said, "Hey, look, like, I told her like we're not. What since when do we sign contracts with Satan? You know what I'm
Whew.
saying? So like she knows, like everybody knows. So and I remember like my parents were in a room talking to each other, and I walked in. I was like, "What are we talking about here?" And he's like, "Well, my parents had to go away, and they went to another island. So I'm just wondering what we're gonna do." I'm just laughing my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad funny as shit. Like I can't take it. Like I can't take it. This nigga is stating my name whole time, funny as fuck.
Woo.
He's still funny. Like he's just funny,
Of
man.
course, of course.
And I'm like laughing at it, and um, you know what I'm saying? Like it comes time we're gonna go to these people's house and have Thanksgiving, and then we're playing this um,
Mm.
new Uno deck that's like wicked Uno deck, or like some weird type of Uno deck that's super intense, and like it's just brand new. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it before, but I already know that it has my signature all over it. You
Mm.
know, and I'm looking at what people are wearing, and just like this sense of grandiose pride, like we birthed you, nigga, like we did this. Because everything that I say and everything that I do is being recorded and then transmuted into Bible verses and given to pastors for messages, and a whole bunch of shit. And you could see this on the religious scale. You could see this in the news. You could see this everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
So it's so blatant. Like even today, like I seen that Google created like just had new leaps of quantum physics. I'm like, yeah, bitch, because I mean pussy. So I hope you use it wisely, you fucks. You still need something to fuel it, and you have no clue what you're doing. But um, you know, like we really just went through a CERN collider or whatever. Like all of us
Whew.
did. Whatever body you were in before is not the body that you're in now, and you have to take care of it, and you have to listen to me. Like if you continue to put poison inside of your body, then demons are going to be able to attack you more easily. You need to start learning
Ah.
how to transmute the energy with your right, all your spiritual practices you have to start using. You're in spiritual warfare right now, and it's in your body. It's not in your mind. It's not in the heavens. It's right here on earth. Like the veil has been lifted, and we are now in spiritual warfare that is physical. And if you're able to tap into your powers, you will become a king or a queen or a goddess or a god of the planet. And you have to literally know who you are and step into that.
I can't drink this delicious Corona familiar.
familiar. You see what I'm saying? Familiar is a
Familiar.
spirit. That's a spirit. Familiar spirit. Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. So, you could do what you want. I just know that I'm not participating in any of that fuck shit, and I'm keeping my crown. So,
Queens wear a crown.
okay. Well, what do I wear? All right. Anyway.
Kings wear a crown. I'm just thinking of something that somebody would always tell me. Queens wear crowns.
Yeah. So, or
Corona.
never drop your crown, or never let your crown fall. Once it's there, never let it fall. So, look at all these people talking downstairs. They're literally probably saying spells and doing all types of fuck shit. This is what they do. No matter where you go, you're gonna deal with fuck weird people, like, or just like people that just don't get it.
Right.
And it's sad that I gotta disclose everything, and I feel like I have to, because this is the last time I'm even gonna explain this shit. So, I don't have much longer to live. It feels like, but I know that God's gonna get me through. You know, because I have to literally now like turn myself in. I have to like, all right, pick a side and figure out where, if I want to go into government and work with the government or whatever. Like I just gotta play a different part and go into like a higher realm of like that old version of myself that was having fun and traveling and fucking off and fucking bitches and doing all types of shit. Those days are gone. Um, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, so when I went to that family reunion, that was not even my family. Like that was my sister's friends and shit like that. So I already know like they're all Christian. They're all just trying to see what I'll say or see what I'll do. But I already know that one of my spiritual teams told like one of the people in my spirit team, because once I threw my phone out my window, I had like a flip phone, and all I did was like put my signature inside of it so then I could hear what was being said in the collective, and everybody was talking about me. I noticed that everybody was on the same page, and I just was like, okay, I'm going to, listen to who I resonate with, and also there's been people that have been making posts about me, been telling me what the fuck's what, but I just was never on that level yet where I can listen to them. Like I've literally passed so many places. I used to be a Five of Pentacles. Now I'm the Emperor. So it's like a completely different role. And um, it's new levels and new devils, and that's why we're being attacked. You know, the whole listen. Chosen ones are in direct opposition to the government, the system, the matrix. So if they can keep us out of our power and keep us docile, they're in control. If we take our power back and say, nah, fuck this, we're fighting back and we're using our magic to fight you guys because you are doing magic on us, you are doing witchcraft, you are sending people our way to fuck us over, and you're putting poison in the food to fuck us over. Because you know you're not like us.
Right.
So that's
like
where
get
that's
a body.
that's where we draw the line, and that's what I'm here to do, is just let y'all know to unleash your full potential and start making the changes. Everything needs to start changing, and I gave the blueprint, but I'm not gonna sit here and hold people's hand. I don't think that I should, because that would just put me in more danger, and I don't need to put myself in any more danger than I already did. The people that know and the people that are spiritual and that are on top right now. All the little kid games are done. Like, and that's why all of those kids are spiraling, because they didn't do the work. You see, they're not ascending. They're not. Not everybody can ascend. They have to do more, like, and fast, and they have to give up their ego and this facade that they've been holding on to, and they need to get in the game. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, and I noticed that there was a shrine outside that I do have a picture of that I might put in here. I might not. No, I might. I'm not gonna do all that. But I had a shrine. Like, they made shrines. Okay, to call for me. They took my sister's baby that I love and is using her as a weapon to get into my energy. Like, they will talk to the that particular girl and bother her until she wakes me up.
Yeah.
Spiritually wakes me up. You know? And then now she has such a connection to me and doesn't even want to be with them.
Right. So it's too much.
So it's like they're just gonna continue the cycle. And my sister has another baby that's on the way. Like, these motherfuckers are so disgustingly demonic that it's just nasty as fuck, and it's just gross. And they know that my time is up. I went rogue, and there's no controlling me now. And stop trying to play with my throat chakra before I send some shit your way. Do you understand?
Right.
So yeah, they really thought that they even had any control over my throat chakra. They didn't. They never did, and they never will. I choose when I want to speak, and I choose when I don't want to speak. Fools. Anyway, they've been doing this to my niece, and I could hear it. I heard it, and then I woke up because of it, and it woke me the fuck up, and I was pissed. So now I'm awake. So now I'm listening to my spirit team, and they're telling me everything, from bottom to the top. Who the fuck? Who's everything? Who's who and who's what and what's what? I know. So there's no getting over on me. None. There's none. And the people that were trying to get over on me, they're reaping hell right now.
Yeah.
They're reaping hell right now. And it's well deserved, because who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You don't know me from a can of paint. And if you see me in person and you were trying to do all of that shit, you would have got smushed. Like, it's so funny how people thought that I was so weak and stupid. And that was just a front.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, you, because of your smile and your energy and your vibe. It's like when they say don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
It's like you have a super big heart, and just like you're like you're a radiant light. And so people think you're weak, but it's like, oh my God, they have no idea.
Not even the government had any idea. Like, they were like, they've never heard of metaphysics. They never heard of an earth angel. They didn't even know we had those. They never knew they existed.
Come on, they had
like,
to.
is he on our side or is he not on our side? Like, whose side is he on? Bitch, I'm on God's side. And you better listen to God, because if you don't want me to come to you, because I'll pull up and I'll walk right up to y'all, and you know you can't kill me. If you kill me, this whole shit is lights out. You know why? Because I'm the observer of the universe. I am the blue star. I am that. So they cannot kill me. I just regenerate, or I just pop up in a different reality where you are in chains and I am still free, having fun, laughing my ass off. So, um,
Hmm.
I can't die. I have unlimited chi. I can send positive frequencies to people who I love.
Thank
Like
you.
I know you've been feeling some of it. I've been trying to do it and maintain it, but I'm also getting spiritually attacked, and I still have to work on the
Right.
physical um, as well.
Thank you.
You know, hopefully I can continue to make videos. Maybe that would help. Like people need my voice more than ever. People need me more than ever. Um, so I know it's a big deal. Um, but yeah, there's after I realized there was a shrine there, and my sister fell sick immediately. Fell sick. She had to go to the hospital. She had to tell everybody, yeah, she has a second baby that's on the way, and there's complications. And you know, my spirit team is like, that baby's gonna die, and if it doesn't die now, it's gonna die in August. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they've been sending curses their way. And I'm like, well, I can't do anything about it. I mean, I love my family to death, but you know, they gotta realize that they have the same 24 as me. So if they don't step their shit up, obviously they all their curses that they're sending me, it doesn't work anymore. And my seventh seal has been lifted, which I can tell because all of the seals that have been getting lifted in my body are there's certain things that will pop up in my physical body that will tell me like, oh, I just broke another seal.
Mm.
So I'm on the seventh seal, and then there's probably an eighth, and a ninth, and a tenth, and an 11th, and a 12th. But the higher I go, the more fucked up shit's gonna happen in the world, and I don't want to continue to be the person that is casting judgment, but that's exactly what I'm here to do.
Mm.
Um, you know, people are dying right now. People are getting killed in my name or in my image or in my manifestations, but it's God. It's not just me. Like, my body is literally a vessel for Christ. So take it how you want it. And I've sat here and I've learned everything that I need to know. So if God says, hey, do this, I'll be like, yeah, well, I learned this and I can probably apply it, but I need your help. And he's like, bet. And it's like, boom. And it's just, boom, it's done. You know, 700 picture videos later, and then another 170 on my Forbidden Forbes account. Like, that shit's awesome. And it was and the like, you know, it was like the rough draft, like the uncut, and then the cut version. You feel me? And I'm pulling
Yeah.
out all the stops. So, and I just attacked like the top demon and beat him. There's nothing they can do anymore. They have to fall in line because they lost at their own game. So now they're trying to attack me in any way. They're like, this is not over. We cannot have this nigga roaming the planet. But there's no way they can kill me.
Mm.
And even if they send demons my way, I'm already prepared and know what demons look like. And you haven't even got to the best part about this, or the hardest part about this. Um, so yeah, I noticed that they were trying to kill me. Now I'm laughing in my car, being like, "Fuck you, niggas." I've been doing, you know, my own spell work that I've created because, and you can create any type of spell work, and I have infinite creative ability. So I've been creating my own spells to fight against all the shit that's been being thrown my way. And if there wasn't, if I wasn't being attacked, then I wouldn't be doing this. But I'm being attacked by enemies that I have no clue. And if I knew, they would have been knocked the fuck off because they're whatever they got going on it's weaker than what I have going on. And God already won the victory. Satan ain't shit. Nigga's a pussy. Like, nigga's a pussy. Because if he could do it, he would have done it already.
What about Lucifer?
Both of them.
The light bearer.
I'd probably Lucifer. I'm probably Lucifer and Jesus in the same body. That's that Gemini shit. So it's really weird to come to terms with all this weird Baphomet, all this like Anubis and all the like every thing in the book has like came to me and was like like take my soul like or like let me help you in the fight like type shit like I got seraphims like that I can just send out or I can talk to God in my ear and like have him come up and be like yo this that and the third and then I'm like or like yo send this person to come open this door next thing I know like like they open the door like shit like that like I'm literally controlling this shit like I'm all over it and they don't want to fuck with me and they don't want me to find them on my radar so and that's why it's like everybody especially people who are weaker they know that the gods on this planet are here they are listening they are doing what we tell them to do so that's permission to step back into your power. If I don't know what else to tell you, other than that, is the only person that could be stopping you right now is you.
I know it's my circumstances that are. I'm allowing my circumstances to weaken me and discourage me.
This is what you got to do. You got to be unapologetic about posting. And this is one of the posts that you could use, and I'll give you space to talk as well, and edit it for you and prepare it so that way you can have it, and we can do consistent back and forth. Because I like talking to you, like it's easy to talk to you because you're so knowledgeable and you're so wise and you've been here. So. Yeah, definitely. I got you on that. Because
I'm just feeling weak and vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling strong at all. So it's difficult. And if that's the goal, you know what I'm saying?
You're not supposed to be strong. As a woman, you're supposed to be wise. Your wisdom is needed. Your guidance is needed. Your love is needed.
I can do all that.
That's what your role is. The men are supposed to be strong. The men are supposed to go to battle. We're supposed to be on the front line. And when we get hurt, we come to you. That's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming to terms with all the stuff that just went down and knowing that I'm not crazy. And you're holding a space for that, and that's very sacred. Yeah, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So what's next? So yeah, like, you know, and then as I'm leaving their place, like, I'm exploring my new world and seeing all the new changes. And Florida is so fucking fun. It's like a fun house. Like Orlando is a fun house, and like I've seen so much stuff that like just has my energy all over it, and it looks like Atlantis.
I love Florida. I was looking at Florida. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I'm going to Florida.
You gotta go to Florida.
It's been
go to
so
Florida.
cold. I was like,
go to Florida. Go to Florida. Go to Florida. Go to Orlando. Like, have a blast, but just try to do it after the retrograde. There's a lot of changes going on, and you really need to start looking into it because we're gonna be in Cancer pretty soon, and that's when all the emotions are gonna come out and all the regret and all the stuff. Right now, we're in our pride.
Cancer.
We're gonna be in Cancer and Leo, so it's like.
Wait, what do you mean? We're about to get into Capricorn.
Capricorn and Cancer. So yeah. Like, I don't know too much about it. I'm just learning as I go along, but I'm really applying myself as I go along as well. So, and my spirit team's got my back, and they're letting me know what I need to know, so that I can maneuver and make sure that nothing is going to be a surprise when it comes my way. I'm already going to be ready to face it, and I thank God that He's just given me the permission to utilize my full potential and know that I'm not alone and know that I'm being spiritually guided and know that any decision that I make is in direct alignment with his plan and his mission for my life. Even if it looks like to the outside looking in that the enemy is winning, they're not. And I'll always succeed if I have God on my side. And that's the most important part. Like, we can be spiritual, but you still need God. He's at the top. He's literally at the top, waiting for you to be like, all right, God, help me out or put me in, coach. And then everything will start to change.
My zaddy Zeus.
Okay, then.
That's how I have to talk to God. Otherwise, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I have such a relationship with God now that it's physical and it's like I can hear him and it's like he listens and like he helps me like and I can't go wrong. Like it's too cool. I can't go wrong. But I'm trying to keep the commandments as well. And like there was a time where so after I left Florida, because like it just got to the point where I remember my dad, like I was guided to talk to my ex again, just because like I know that she's in the position that she's in, and they just kind of like kicked her out the spot because they knew like, yo, bitch, like what the fuck, you didn't tell us that this nigga's like an earth angel. She's like, I didn't even know that what the fuck that nigga was really on. Like I'm just looking at his pictures and his videos and he looked pussy to me. Like I don't know what he is or what he's got, like, or and then now I'm noticing, or my spirit team is telling me, hey, like people are starting to read your energy and people are starting to get readings on you and shit, and like you're literally becoming a sensation, like a star. Like people love your energy, and like and then there's people that are missing you, and then like there's people that are in deep regret of like fucking you over, and people can't stop looking at you, and and it's not in a good way too. Some people are like trying to figure out what I'm trying to say, and they're just so at such a low vibration that they can't figure it out, so they just dismiss it as fuck that nigga. That nigga's stupid as shit. Like that nigga doesn't know anything. Like you know what I mean? But now they see all of this stuff coming up, and it's like who the fuck does this nigga think he is? Like he's not no messiah. I know that nigga. Like that nigga used to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just not saying anything. I'm just like, y'all do what you want to do. I don't know where these niggas came from. I don't know where, like, yo. You feel me? So, like, but then on the other hand, there's people that know what I'm going through and they know that I'm being attacked and that are making songs, like, to help me, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so now everybody is like, okay, it's time to get back in the vault. And even at the top, it's like, okay, it's time to get back to work. And okay, it's time to make some changes in our company because times are changing. So, Trump's going to be back in office in 2025. So like, we got to tighten up. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of positive changes. There's a lot of cycles being broken.
I like 19 Keys right now.
Who?
19 Keys.
Yeah, he's going through a lot of wisdom too. But, and you know why? Because he's literally asking people about me. Like he's having people on his platform.
He's a Taurus.
Yeah, I'm a Taurus now too, actually. I'm not a Gemini anymore. I'm a Taurus.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in my rich era.
You like all the stuff in gold.
Yeah.
Just make it gold. That's the Midas touch.
Yeah,
That's
what
the
I'm talking about.
foreshadowing.
For real. For real. So, um, yeah, like there's just a lot of cool shit going on. And it's the ninth, and I didn't show up to, you know, the thing, but I haven't been able to even access my page. People don't even know if I'm alive or not, but now they do. So at least they, yeah. I just hope that they're doing good. Um,
People are struggling.
People are, you know what I'm saying, but we all have to do our part, and hopefully, once this video is done, let me make sure that it's still being recorded. Once this video is done, I keep hearing something. Hold on. We are an hour and 40 minutes in. Okay, so yeah, let me stop this recording. Start it again. Okay, so we're gonna have to split this up into two parts just because, uh, yeah, it's mad long. But so this is a part where I'm leaving Florida after I was trying to reconnect with my ex, and texted her. I said, this is what I texted her. Well, I texted her cousin first, and I was like, "Yo, I need Leah's number," and he was like, "For what?" And I was like, "Cause I had to just throw out my phone, you know, and it's important. I need to talk to her. That's why." And he was like, "All right." So she texted me, and I didn't text her back until the next day. And I said, she said, "Oh, let me see." She texted me, "Heard you were looking for me. What's going on?" And I just kept it light. I said, "Hey, cutie, how are you? I miss you, and I want to see you, and come give you a hug. Sorry about." And then I said, "Sorry. Sorry I'm late, but happy Thanksgiving." And she's like, "I'm okay, thank you. You sure? You good? You had us concerned." Who's us? First of all, I said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. It won't happen again." I calmed down. "Can I come see you?" She's like, CJ, you, wait, what she say? She's like, "CJ, me and you are friends. I haven't talked to you in a year. Baby is a bit of a stretch, but yes, you can come see me. Where are you located now? I'm going to take a nap and talk to you when I wake up." And I was like, "I'll send you the low." And I sent her a song, it said it was like The Weekend, and it says, "I'll die for you." It had like this little emoji that had like a like it has like bushy eyebrows and a mask, a mustache, and it said, I said, "Let's meet somewhere. I'm not forcing anything, boo. I'm just ready to see you." And she didn't text back, and I texted her the next day or later on that night. I said, "Hey, just took a nap too," or that day, and I was like, "Hey, just took a nap too. Sending you positive energy and love." And then I sent her a video, and I'm gonna play it. If you can hear it, let me know.
Who is the angel who killed 180,000
Can you hear it?
soldiers in one day?
No.
Okay.
In the second book of
Let me
Kings
see.
in
I'm
the Old
gonna pause
Testament,
it. Give me a minute. This is what I sent her. Because I like to talk through different mediums.
Who is the angel who killed 180,000 soldiers in one day? In the second book of Kings in the Old Testament, the Bible reports that a huge army of Assyrians surrounded Jerusalem when the Jewish king sent representatives to speak with the adversaries. The Assyrian spokesman declared that Judah would fall like all the other countries Assyria had defeated, whose gods couldn't save them. He claimed that the God of Israel
I'll send it to you.
wouldn't stop them this time either. King Hezekiah.
So it's basically talking about thing that happened in the Bible. Like, who was the angel that killed like 1,800 soldiers in one day? And it was talking about that, and that, like, they were saying that Judah would fall to the Assyrians just like everybody else, and that the God of Israel was not going to stop them from doing this. And I just correlated that to me because that's literally how it felt. Like, it felt like as if, all right, God was like, yo, fuck these niggas up. And I was like, bet. And then I also sent her a video with her name in it and what role she played in the Bible, because she played a significant role, you know. So I'm just giving her flowers for that, at least, because she did. Even though she,
Wait, who did?
my ex, she played she played a significant role in the Bible as well.
Oh, I see.
And
Wow.
and it helped
Jacob's
with my
both
ascension without her knowing it. She definitely helped with my ascension. And
I see.
whether she was conscious of it or not, we all have a purpose in life. But I feel as though she knew what she was doing, and she's very skilled, and she knows about masonry, and she is into witchcraft, and she's done witchcraft on me because she's just at a higher level now. I haven't seen her in a really long time. She's been surrounded by celebrities, so I know that she's already in too deep, and they will use her and discard of her, and what her role was to keep me docile, and also to give any secrets about me so that way they can act like recreate who I am in different people, and make sure that I don't come into power, because if I come into power, then they know that I have a heart that will actually want change, and that's something that is a threat to them, because I don't promote what they promote, and I refuse to, even when people have told me, like, hey, you should make songs about this, that, and the third until you're able to make songs about what you want to make songs about. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do my own thing and just follow my own path, because it's like I see it so many times. Like, Kanye doesn't have the same weight as he had or he could have had. Like, what if Jesus is King was his first album? What if, you know what I'm saying? What if he was always on the spiritual path? What if that, you know? And it would have been looked at differently, And I'm just seeing, people that have the same kind of astrology, the same signature as me, that are above me, how they move, and how I could do better and move better. Just like how I had siblings. I had older siblings and younger siblings, and I would see some of their mistakes that they would make, and best believe that I won't make the same mistakes. Like, one of them being is lying. Like, a lot of people, like, they'll lie to their mom, or they won't tell them the truth, or where they're going, or whatever, and they want to be rebellious and all this other shit, when really, like, I have the same parents, and I was never like that, because I could tell them what I wanted to do or what I was going to do, whether it be good or bad, and they would be like, all right, bet. So it's just, your family is supposed to be your best advocate. Yeah, even though they're your comrades or whatever the fuck. Like, mine in particular, the way that I kick it is like, they're your best advocates, because if you're honest with them, they're going to side with you, or they're going to make sure that they do everything in their power to make sure you're good. But if you're lying to them, then they are going to believe a lie and then operate off of a lie. And then if they find out that it's a lie, then it's not going to be good for you. Then you're just living in an illusion that you created. So it's just it's like you want to be accountable for your actions at all times. That's why I'm like, like I'm always, oh, I'm sorry, or I'm so quick to say my bad. You know what I'm saying? Or that was my fault, because it throws people off. They're like, what? He's taking accountability? Like, it wasn't even that deep. This nigga's a pushover. No, I just don't want to hear your mouth. Number one. Number two, I could get the message one time. I don't have to keep going back and forth with you. And I'll take either
That's
I
the
take
part that helps me understand Geminis.
for real.
That part's so Gemini.
Yeah, I'll take your advice. You know what I'm saying? If it's good advice. But if you're nothing like the people that I want to be like, I would never take your advice, and I wouldn't even give a fuck what you're talking about, because you're not at the level that I want to be at. So why are you even like you don't hold a candle to me? So who the fuck do you think you are? And when people play in my face, I literally still act nice. Why? Because I'm not gonna show you my hand. I'm not gonna show my hand. I will not show my hand. Because I don't need to. My absence speaks louder than words, and you could tell that right now. Like, niggas is off their shit right now. And I never even asked them for anything. I didn't give them any validation, or like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just did what I had to do, because nobody was gonna do it. That's why Kendrick made a song, "Niggas Acting Bad, but somebody gotta do it." Somebody gotta do it. Y'all niggas ain't gonna do it.
He had a 49-year-old woman, that Mexican singer. That's incredible to me.
Yeah.
I still have not listened to that. I still have not listened to any of Kendrick's new album. All I did is hear that first 37 seconds, however long it was.
It's
like,
because
what the fuck?
it's
I had to
because the
stop
girl
it.
that I'm talking to is Mexican. That's why.
I was just
so
like
sexy.
tripping hard. I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? I had to stop. It was freaking me out.
But their whole mission with that shit is to freak you out, and is to make you scared, and is to get you out of your vibration. So I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? But the thing with me is I have clairaudience, so I can listen to everything and like know a person's soul from their music, because I was so into like music interpretation and how music is interpreted through different people. And now that I'm at this level, it's like, yeah, they know that I know, or they know, they think that I'm just like a shell. Like I heard some nigga say he's a shell catcher. Like, he's just an empty vessel that, you know what I'm saying, will pick you if he resonates. So just make it resonate, and then he'll pick you, and then you'll feel like you did something good. They get a little cookie, and I take their soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's an equal energy exchange.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
It's so equal. I love it. I love it. Make another one.
Who's next?
Yeah,
Who's
exactly.
next?
The whole industry was next. They all came out like, I'm like, oh my god. And I'm
What
hearing.
about Doechii? Oh my god, that bitch. That shit is sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
Did you see her performance with Stephen Colbert's show? Like, I used to be,
No.
Stephen Colbert used to be my celebrity crush until I found out, oh my god, that man is a demon.
Yeah, they're
Like,
all
god
demons.
damn, he's so sexy to me.
They're all demons.
His birthday's May 13th, 1964.
He's a
Taurus and
Gemini.
a dragon.
How is he?
No, that's a Taurus. That's May 13 is Taurus.
Okay.
And I'm a 13. I'm a November 13. He was my celebrity crush. I love that man. Now he makes me, I just am disgusted when I look at him. But Doechii performed, and oh my god, the performance is
dope. It was awesome.
Oh my. Oh my
I bet.
god.
You gotta send it
And
to
then
me.
she did a Tiny Desk concert. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
so they're
so
they're
good.
it's like they're literally doing this because they know who I am. They've known who I was for a really long time, and now they're recognizing that I'm actually ready to be initiated. But guess what? Spoiler alert. I'm not joining the team, you fucking weirdos.
Not joining your.
Ex-
Oh.
your homosexuality agenda, and you're thinking that you're really that, but you're really not, and God is higher than you, and He's already set His commandments. So it's like you either just fall in line or don't, and if you want to ascend, then you know that if you're sinning, you're going to have to atone for all the karma that you've put dished out, and if you can't, then you won't ascend. You have to atone for your sins. You have to literally put it out in the open, and that's why all of these songs were about everything that
What
these
about Mary
motherfuckers.
Magdalene? What about Mary Magdalene? What about just what about the whores? We're doing healing. We're doing God's work.
I don't know, because I'm a whore too, so I still had to do it.
I'm doing sacred service.
But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, are you serving the Most High or not? And if you are serving the Most High is going to give you the people that you got to serve. And if that's the way you serving, then, you know, you might deal with people who really need that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Men need warriors need healing. That's what they come to the shaman's tent for. Do you know this?
No, I need to go.
The when the men would go to battle before they could come back to the community, they went to the shaman's tent. It's the sex shamans, the healers. They had to be healed before they could come back into the village.
That's dope.
They had to get because war is horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that can heal is a woman's womb.
Like, you know, my girl healed me, but we didn't have sex. Like, her energy is just like so magnetic, and not only that, but like, I know she's like my twin flame because um I could feel my rib like connected to her in some sort of way, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like
That's beautiful.
her energy is so like, it's like magnetic to the point where it's like I'm like drawn into it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
This is Leah.
no. And that's why Leah is
It's
in the
11:11
industry.
here.
Leah is
It's
in
11.
the music industry, right? Yeah, so that's perfect because yeah, she's mine for real. But Leah's in the music industry. So Leah is with the synagogue of Satan. So she's an enemy. She made herself an enemy when she took it upon herself to put my business out there to get these people to make music about me, thinking that I was gonna do something when it never really did anything. The only time that it hit was just this past time, and it wasn't a bad hit. I knew it was coming, and I was prepared for it, and I was ready to fight for it. Before they even knew what hit them, they already lost. You know, so the whole thing, that everybody lost. And then I also took shots at like just like the whole matrix, like I know your secrets, so, and now they're on display for all the gods to see, so now what are you gonna do? You know, it's like, what are you gonna do now? Oh yeah, that's right, get back to fucking work, shut the fuck up. Like, you keep talking.
Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop me?
They didn't even know, like, well, they did stop me, but it was already done. After they stopped me, it was already done. And now that's their playbook. That's their way of staying in power, staying in money. You know, they have to keep up with what I'm doing. I'm not keeping up with them. And they're trying to bribe me with money, like, and so much like materialistic shit, and it's like, don't you know that God is going to bless me regardless of whether you do or not? And I'd rather wait on God than sell my soul to you fuck ass weird ass niggas. So, you can call me weird, you can call me any type of name that you want in your song, but really, who are you talking to? Because you don't know me, right? You don't know my name, right? You don't know who I am. Like, you're not talking about me, right? You're not making music about my stuff, are you? Oh, okay, that's right. Because you're not gonna publicly apologize to me, are you? Oh, okay, that's right. So keep playing the game. So it's like I changed the rules
Well
because
then.
it needed to be changed. Y'all need to start making better music for the youth instead of filling their head with some bullshit. Let me catch you doing it. I'm on your top. Um, and that goes for even in politics. It goes for everybody in politics too. They need to step their game up. That goes for all these fuck ass companies too. Y'all need to step your game up. The playbook has already been written, so there's nothing you can do about it. Either you fall in line or you fall the fuck back, and that's it. And you obviously couldn't kill me. You sent too many people my way. You wasted all that money. You wasted all the money on the buildings that you thought that I wasn't gonna be able to see or live to see, but now I'm seeing it. So you're just making me more powerful, and all it does is just make me happy. So continue, keep it up, and even all this spell work and shit. Like, I'm learning how to fucking fight spells, and I'm
Yeah.
learning how to use spells, like, and make my own spells, like the spells that are way more potent than yours. So
I need to tell you, I'm so hungry right now, and like, I need to eat something, and I feel like there's nothing I can eat that you'll approve of.
okay, so this is what you do. This is what you do. Go get
What?
yourself some. Get yourself some mangoes. Bust down on a whole bunch of mangoes. You will feel better.
The mango.
Yeah, man. And that helps with your solar plexus, your willpower. So it strengthens that, so you're not so tired. Also,
Okay.
what else can you do?
Well,
Yeah,
grocery store's gonna be open at 11:16.
fill your gut up with just um, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So that way you could start to ascend and actually be more powerful, and not get hit with these frequencies so much. Because the reason why you're getting attacked, or you're even feeling these attacks, is because your defenses are down. You know,
Yeah.
you're in you have so much negative energy inside of your body that when other negative forces come to you, it just hits, because you're on the same frequency. But
Right.
if you're vibrating above their frequency, they cannot hit you. Like, I remember, like, what I'm realizing is, like if I'm angry fighting these demons, and if I'm like upset and I'm mad, then I get hurt more. But if I'm
Yeah.
grateful, and if I'm happy, and if I'm excited about, what I'm saying, releasing all of these demons that are being attached to me, or this witchcraft, all these spells that are being attached to me, and I'm just transmuting it in a creative way and just releasing it, and writing, and writing sigils and shit like that, and just like having an actual fun time with it, then I'm not going to be affected as much, even if I drown my body out. I'm still like, where I've already ascended to the point where um, I feel my light body, like a golden light body, that when I start to breathe, I can feel my energy start to spin, and you know what I'm saying, just get more powerful, and my chi's like infinite, and like it just is beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm hearing you, and I'm passing this billboard that says Crown Installs.
Yeah.
And then the next sign says Garden Lights.
Everything is synchronicity.
I know.
everything is here.
Caliber car wash. That is sexy ass car wash right there.
Yeah. Did you ever see these
Flooring
places
Atlanta.
before?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm so hungry. There's no store that's open that I can get a mango.
No stores. There's gas stations have them in those little cups. Those are fine too.
Okay.
Yeah, like they have different types of. You can just pick anything. Just have fun with it. Honestly, it's just like try something new and just like just be grateful for the fact that we have the opportunity to step into our divinity. You know what I'm saying? And like get back to ourselves and like I swear to you, by the end of this, you will be transformed.
By the end of what?
By the end of you actually taking care of yourself and loving yourself and giving yourself the opportunity to and getting rid of all that self-doubt because that's what they feed off of. I'm telling because look at all the synchronicity around you. You can't deny what I'm saying. You know, there's no more self-doubt. You have to get rid of it. All of the trauma, all of the negative talk, that's what the demons are going to do.
Right.
And their attacks are directly at us because we know that we're the light.
Right.
So we got to. And I would just, what I'm saying, like also just start building the connection with God because of the Most High, because He's on top of the throne up there. Like,
I don't know how to do that.
Imagine,
honestly, I do not know how.
Okay, imagine it like this, right? We're on the physical realm, and above us, there is a firmament, right? And then above that firmament, they got, I guess, thoughts. Thoughts are up there, right? Consciousness.
The sky god?
No, I'm saying
sky
like
god,
there's layers.
Father Sky?
There's layers to consciousness, but at the top of it is God. So let me see if I can find this, so I can send you a physical depiction because this is really how it is. Layers.
I can see what you're gonna send me.
Already, right?
Yeah, I feel like I can see it.
Yeah, so you're stepping into your powers right now. You know, that's one of your gifts is you're gonna be more vigilant of.
I shut down my vision as a child because it got me in trouble. You know, there's punishment.
Exactly. Well, there's still punishment regardless of whether you do or if you damned if you do and damned if you don't.
That sounds like my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You're channeling my father now.
I'm just talking.
I bet you could channel him easily. Maybe he's talking through you.
Yeah.
My dad's a badass. Like, he's badass. But he's got issues. Well, like, he's better now because he's, like, dead. It's easier to get along with him now, you know?
Yeah.
But he's, like, my biggest fan. He's my biggest cheerleader.
That's awesome. My grandma's up there raising hell about me right now. She's probably happy, though. She's proud. So, here we go.
Of course.
Oh, this is a good one. 7 heavens. So...
7 heavens?
Yes.
7 suns.
And at the top of it is the Most High.
Okay.
And looks like this. Let me see. Save
So
this
hungry.
image.
I'm going into the QT and I'm freaked out. Like, I feel like everywhere I go, everyone's watching me too.
Yeah, like, it is true. But just, you know what I'm saying? They're also there for your protection. No one can hurt you. Not with them.
I know,
around.
it's just like all eyes on me. You know, just.
That's the game. It's literally a game now. It's literally a game. They, like, it's worse for them than it is for us, honestly. Because who wants to be 24/7 on the clock following somebody up and down?
Surveillance.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to be doing that? No one.
Are you coming with me in the store? Like, what should I do?
Yeah, go.
All right.
So just go where there's a section of fruits and pick out whatever your intentions are being drawn to pick out. It's very important to be in your intentions and set your intentions and go.
My intentions is I have to pee and I'm hungry.
Go pee, yeah, and then look, and then you know what I'm saying. Choose off of things that are natural. Yep. So
they don't have natural things in the oh god. Okay,
the closest things, nuts, like anything that's like, you know what I'm saying, not processed food. That's it.
I know what you're talking about. That's why I just know how these things work, and it's like frustrating.
Yeah, because you have to take your time. It's not instant gratification anymore.
Be patient.
Yes, you have to be patient. Walk around the whole thing, and then see what you want, and then intentionally pick. But once you pick, just know that's God that's picking that. You know what I'm saying? just how there's a verse in the Bible that says like every bird, all the birds in the sky get food to eat. What do you think that God will do for you? You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't even have to go and try to be frantic and try to pick what you want to wear today. You know what I'm saying? Let God dress you. I bet you if you let God put that shit on, he gonna put some shit on.
Oh god, I'm about to get so much attention. Shit. Oh my god. Okay, peaches. Ooh, yes, please. But these are like all filled with sugar. Extra light syrup is all sugar. Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh. See, then I'll just pineapple ginger energy drink. That's not gonna fill me up.
Just buy as much as you want. That's the thing. Like, it's quantity and quality.
Greek yogurt, strawberry, banana.
Buy everything. Like, literally turn up. Like, that's one thing you can splurge on is that. Food. Sustenance.
I know, but there's nothing I can eat here.
There is. You just
coconut water.
Kick the mindset. See, all that you said, yogurt, you said peaches, you said all of these
but
things.
They have milk, dairy.
That's fine. Also, you have to believe like what you're putting in your body is actually gonna help you.
Right. That's why I say prayers.
Yeah, like, what I'm saying, be grateful for the things that you're putting in your body and know that it's actually doing it what it needs to be done, and then also thanking the food before you put it in your body. All of that,
okay.
Like giving it the vibration is real. Like all that woo, use it.
Okay. Okay. Concentrate from the original coconut water. Definitely need coconut water. But they put sugar. They add sugar to this. Okay, I'm just gonna doing our best. I really want these peaches.
Get them.
Okay. Oh my god, this is so random. Ooh, that peanut butter and grape jelly looks good. Oh shit. I'm dropping stuff. Okay. I don't have enough hands for this.
Put it on the counter and walk back. Like, this your shit.
Okay.
You own that thing. You own everything you step into. Every place that you go, you own it. That's why they there, ain't it? They there for you, ain't it?
Oh my gosh, these pumpkin seeds. Oh my gosh, I'm about to buy so many snacks. Like I'm high. I'm so hungry though.
That's the fun part. See how fun it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you.
You're so funny. Oh my god. little pretzels.
Yeah, get some like
Sourdough nibblers?
seems nice.
Ooh, I want these chocolate covered pretzels.
You can indulge, but just have a balance. Like
Ooh, I found it. I found it.
I think
Dark
it's
chocolate vanilla cashew. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Okay.
it's I think it's fruit first and then the other stuff. Wait.
Yeah, I know. I know about the food combining.
Yeah,
Thank you,
you
sir.
don't want to combine it all at once because then it will create alcohol in your body.
Right.
You see, and people are still buying cigarettes, like, and just bullshit. Like, most of the black wealth has been spread on gars.
What?
Most of the black wealth has been like spread on buying gars and cigarettes and
Yeah.
like weed products and just paraphernalia. Like that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's so sad to me. But it is what it is. And people need their
It
fix.
is what it is.
Yeah. We're dealing with a lot of fuck shit. So, if that's how people cope, let them cope. But honestly, it doesn't help.
Hello.
It won't
Good
help
night.
in the long run. A lot of this stuff is just a band-aid.
Right.
I love Seattle, but
Huh?
like coming back here with a target on my head is
Thank you.
so hard.
Well, yeah.
Oh, there's a
I'm
place
proud
called
of you.
Forbes
I'm
Hill.
proud of you. What?
There's a place called Forbes Hill.
Forbes?
Hill.
Oh, wow.
I gotta go see that shit.
Of course.
Like everything is so new to me. Like adventuring around is like gotten like so cool, but at the same time, like there's so many agents following me around and stopping up traffic that it's just so annoying. Like anytime I expose my location, that's when a whole bunch of them start popping up, and it's just like, oh my god.
Right?
Yeah, like and the negative energy that's just been happening is crazy. It's like all the demonic energy that's been being released is like you can feel it, you can smell it, and it stinks and it's gross and it's like get away from me, like, or let me purge that shit. And that's what it feels like. Like, yo, let me purge that shit. And that's the next step. Honestly, I'm just gonna start talking to these demons and being like, yo, like, you're on the wrong side. Like, you're not fooling anybody, and you're actually hurting yourself, and you're not hurting me. So you might as well stop. You might as well stop while you're ahead. You're ahead of yourself, honestly. It's sad. Because I can feel it, I can see you, I can smell you. And you stink. There's this place called Mount Olympus, and it's like 7,000 feet in the air. Oh my gosh. This looks like a fucking monster. And it's like a big giant pyramid, like, and you could see it. It's crazy. You know about it?
In Washington?
Yeah.
Mount Olympus?
Yeah. It's like a pyramid, like it's like you could kind of see it sometimes when you're on the highway driving. You could see like a giant fucking white mountain.
Are you talking about Mount Rainier?
Oh, that's Mount Rainier? Okay.
Yeah. The Olympic Peninsula?
Oh, I see Mount Rainier.
You need to go to the Hoh Rainforest, H-O-H, Hoh Rainforest, and Sold Duck Hot Springs, S-O-L-D-U-C, Sold Duck Hot Springs.
Hey,
It's
show.
the quietest place on earth. It's so magical there.
Where is it? What's the first one? Which one?
The whole rainforest. HOH. Oh my God, this peach juice.
Oh shit. That's 4 hours away.
Yeah, it's a trek for real.
Hmm. Do they have places to stay?
Um, at Crescent Lake.
I could probably sleep
Like,
in my car.
yeah.
Okay, I might take Sin. It's cool. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Where's the shamans at? Where are they at?
In Seattle.
Washington.
I don't know. Because I was a muggle when I lived in Washington, you know? The shamans are in the forest. You'll find the shamans in the rainforest, the tops of the trees.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, over here, like in the city, it's just full of demons and
Yeah,
muggles.
that's
It's crazy,
yeah.
yo. I can't believe how many attacks they've been trying to send. Like right now, I don't even feel anything though, which is good. It's probably because I'm talking. They're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, this nigga's really on it.
I feel way better. I've been absolutely miserable for real. Like, really miserable.
Yeah, you gotta get out of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's okay. You just gotta forgive yourself, and let yourself know that you're not gonna do that again. You're not gonna put yourself through that again. You're gonna be there for the parts of you that are broken. You want to go and talk to them and be the person that they weren't. Because all of the past versions of yourself that have been hurt, you are in the present moment. You are the strongest that you'll ever be, and you have the ability to go and heal those parts of you. And that's what I used to do. Like I would imagine myself like if I was a little kid in a corner crying somewhere, and I'd go to him and talk to him. You know,
Yeah. That's very sweet.
take them.
I know this. Like, I know.
Go ahead.
And I know what you're saying is true. I've done it before in the past. It's just I haven't done it recently, so it's good. It's good that you're telling me this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been overwhelmed, really overwhelmed. But those are the little kid aspects of me. They're the ones that are scared. That's what's been challenging. Because I've had a lot of shit, like a lot of stuff's come up that I've been triggered by. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it's one of my core patterns, my core issues. So it's like, it's really big.
Yeah, you gotta detach yourself from it and start thinking of yourself in the highest version of yourself, like your higher self. You know what I'm saying? Because your higher self, it already knows. You know what I'm saying? But when you start putting your name in it, now that's the problem. You're still thinking of yourself as not your higher self. And your higher self. We need your.
What do you mean?
Well, we need.
When you say I put my name in it, when I put my name in
You're
it,
putting your name in it. You're putting your body in it. You're putting your humanity into it. You need to stop like looking at your humanity and expecting it to be infinite and wise and all powerful, and it's not.
That is very practical. Like, that makes a lot of sense. That's wild. It's like simple and like really complex all at the same time, right?
That's me. That's a genius. That's what geniuses do. Baby.
I know. That's why, like, I need like a little pocket version of you. Like, I've seriously been so sad. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, I'm gonna try to stay here. You know what I'm saying?
You got to. You got to. Don't say I'm gonna try and stay here. It's do or do not.
Okay. Well, I need your help too. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know. That's why we got it. That's why I've been praying for the prayer in my heart, which is like really whiny, right? It's just like, I need community. Like, I'm not doing this alone. I can't do it alone, and I don't want to do it alone.
Well, you need to start looking at like on YouTube, type in chosen, and then change every time you want to look up like some divine shit, and not feel like you're alone, because all of your thoughts are actually are reflections of how everybody's feeling.
Right. So, and I know this. I was even thinking that thought.
So what you have to do is, like, when you're searching something up about, you know, how you're feeling, or like you don't want to be alone, what you need to do is change the date, because they're showing you all the bullshit at first until you change the date to like what was posted today about this topic. That's what I want to know. You know, what is
Wait, so you're saying in the
search bar, when you're searching things on YouTube, you want to change the filter to up like today, not relevant, but today, or this week, or, you know what I'm saying, this month. But that's how.
Doesn't it already do that already?
No, it doesn't.
It feels like it does that for me already.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You need to do it manually every single time, because until you subscribe to those people and start watching what they're putting out when they put it out, you're not going to be able to listen to people that are on the same frequency as you, you know, or you're not going to be able to get caught up and just be at the right timeline. You're falling behind the timeline, because when you look up something, they're showing you shit that's not relevant, or that's like barely scratching the surface of where we are as a collective.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, the collective is advancing very, very rapidly. You know. Can I get back?
I feel so much. What?
Can I get back to the story? You feel so much better?
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Okay, so
I just feel. No, I was gonna say I feel so much pressure in my head, my third eye, like.
That shit's gonna bust open pretty soon, especially when you start eating right. Think of this as a video game. Think of your body as a video game. Think of everything that you're putting in it. You know that you're getting like spiritual points for it. That is actually going to, in turn, like give you more power. You know.
Level up.
We're all leveling up. This is leveling up right now. Even if we gotta do it solo, it's called solo leveling. You know what I'm saying? We're leveling up our spiritual rank by ourselves. We don't need everybody here. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know how to handle adversity, and we are all together in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Every time, when I go to sleep, my spirit team is right there. You know,
I love how you call it your spirit team. That's great.
That's what they are. They're
I know, it's just so great. Like, I just love the words of that spirit team. Like, I got a crew too, but I never called my spirit team.
Hey, this is one of my homies right now. He's in Australia. Never met the dude a day in his life.
This smart and stylish. I think I could toss out all my other glasses.
Here's
this
an
one
ad.
pair meets all my needs. These reading glasses feature photochromic.
What's up, fam? I am Chosen 144. Here to do a quick card pull for my gorgeous collection.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta turn this off. Hold on.
I like how this is my gorgeous
Somebody's
collection.
hacking Somebody's trying to hack my phone. I had to turn
What do you
off.
need to do?
Somebody has access to my phone and can remote view or remote like touch it.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know who, but yeah, they're hacking. They're trying to hack.
Of course.
So let me fix this really quick and make sure that I'm not on Wi-Fi and that I am secured. I need to get a VPN on here. That's what I need to do because whoever's trying to hack me is probably one of my ops, you know, or someone more advanced. But I could literally watch these niggas go into settings, go into the like. Yeah, these idiots aren't fooling anybody.
Man, I wish I would have got like 3 cups of peaches. Those are so good.
Yeah, I was eating those Majordian things. Oh, or whatever the fuck you wanna call them, mandarin.
Mandarin oranges.
Mandarin. Yeah, man, I was turning up. Okay, yep, it's time to get a there's this thing on this phone that's called a pulse device, and that it basically clears all the bad shit out the phone.
Mmm.
So
Like it.
it's very advanced. This
Pulse
like,
device.
yeah, this shit has apps that like are not available to the public because of who I
Where did you
am.
get this magic phone?
The people that are stalking me gave it to me, and
They outfitted
they're
you with the
also.
high-tech phone.
Oh my fucking god! Would y'all relax? Like, leave my shit alone. I gotta turn off my internet connection. Cause they are trying their fucking damnedest to control my phone. Now what are you gonna do, bitch? These niggas is disgusting. I need to figure out who they are, and why they keep on trying to.
Bebe?
You heard that?
What?
Oh my fuck!
I hear.
Did you say like bebe?
Yeah, like Bebe.
Okay, you heard that?
Yeah, I hear it echo in your echoey chamber.
So okay, but you didn't say it.
I said Bebe, yeah, because I'm
Oh,
trying to find my kitten.
okay. I was just making sure that wasn't like. I'm pretty sure they watching though. They just.
There he is.
Okay.
Hey, there's my baby.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? So basically, after after I left Florida, um, and looked around, Florida was like Atlantis. I went to Georgia to go see FaZe, and guess where I saw FaZe at?
Where?
In the back of a medical car, and it didn't look real. Honestly, it looked so fake, but I I believe that they took him because they sent so many frequencies his way, and he's like very brash.
Wait, are you talking about Arcades?
No, phase one.
Oh.
They sent so many frequencies his way, so many agents his way, and he's very brash. You know what I'm saying? He'll cuss a nigga out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So guess what? They're gonna take him.
Oh.
And I literally seen him in the back of the car, and I was driving, and I was like, no, bro. I literally was coming to see you, bro. And he was just looking like, damn, like, and I was just like, damn. And then it was just like we were telepathically talking, and it's like, alright, I just gotta go back on my path, I guess. and like I just
It's
felt
very
bad. I felt
sad.
sorry for him, and um, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, then I was looking around Atlanta for a while, and I started noticing all the synchronicities and stuff like that. And then I went from Atlanta to um, somehow I went from Atlanta to Texas, and then I could see my friends' energy there. I could see my energy there, and I could also see like all the music industry's energy there. They've built stuff. You know, they put money into building things in different places too. And then I seen what else did I see? I didn't go and see my friends because I was just so lost. Like it was so many frequencies like being thrown my way that I was so lost because I was still using that little tiny phone for a GPS, and it wasn't working properly. It didn't tell me where to go, or like it didn't track it. I had to keep clicking next like for a pinpoint, and it was just weird. And
Mm.
so yeah, like they really had me by the balls. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because when I would try to go buy a phone and shit like that, they're saying that my credit is not approving it. Like, and it's just like my credit's fixed, so you guys are doing something. You guys are up to something. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. And it was it was kind of sad. Like it felt like that I was alone and that I had all these random people following me, and like I'm still learning because I just had got these new eyes, and it felt like I was just lost in a world of my own doing. And
That's a trip.
I left when I left Georgia. I found myself in Utah because I just felt my ex's energy, and I remember her telling me, "Oh, you gotta see Utah." And like I seen these alien build like places like in the desert that I went to, and just was like happy to see it and was having fun and just like talking shit and just lit. You know what I'm saying? And just like I was having fun though. Like I was like, why are you niggas building this stuff? Like where? You know what I'm saying? And then like it's like they were all going in front of me and building stuff to see what I would like be attracted to. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you niggas is lame. Like get out my face, bro. Get out my fucking face. Like they got all these weird names now: Dodge City, Witcha, like fucking Lawton. Like I don't. I just Lil Block. Like, oh my gosh. They have a place called OG, and it's just full of mist. It's just pitch black, misty. And I was like, yeah, that's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But back to like when I was in the desert, like the sun came up and it was so beautiful and I was having the time of my life. But I came into what is it? Utah because I was just drawn there. I felt like I just woke up and I was there. Like I was just there. And it was like, what the fuck? Like, how did I get here? And,
Patience.
and like, it was like in the daytime. So I'm seeing these mountains, and I'm seeing faces in the mountains. I'm seeing bodies being like laying down in the mountains, and they're changing and they're morphing. Also, while I was driving, especially when I was in Georgia, coming out of Georgia, I started to see the aliens. Like the aliens started to reveal themselves to me. And like one of them was on a truck, they make inanimate objects move. So they're in everything,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
they move stuff, you know. And like I remember seeing an alien. I seen a couple aliens. I seen one that was in the inside of my car. Like I looked in the rearview mirror, and I seen a black shadowy figure waving to me. Kind of creeped me out. And then there was one that was on this truck, on the back of the truck. You know how it's like metal, and like there was another alien that was waving to me, and I tried to do like the little V thing with my hands and like wave back, and it's like I couldn't. Now I can do it, but like I couldn't, and they're like, no, nigga, you're not one of us. Don't even try it. I'm like, oh my god, like get out of my head, get out of
You
my
are
head.
so funny.
And then there was like, there's another thing too. The FM radio and the AM radio. You probably know about this, but like as soon as you tune in and you wait patiently, now they're talking about you, and now they're like talking about you, but they're not. They're not gonna tell you they're talking about you. Niggas is talking reckless ass shit. Like yo, watch your fucking mouth. Like, and like, especially with these white people, man. Like, these white people is going in. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And not only that, but like you know, they will give you deals, and they'll give you resources to call like attorneys and all everything. Like the AM radio, the FM radio, like once you tune in as a chosen one, like they know what car you're in, they know when you're listening, and they will know what to say to you when you're there.
They know what songs to play to get me
Exactly.
to alter my mood.
So you know what? If they start trying to alter your mood, then you just change it. Just change it, because that's what happened to me too. Like they start trying to change the frequency to like pull on my heartstrings or just make me feel like in a negative space. I just change it. I'm like, oh no, you're not. That's not for me. Excuse me. Because this is the thing. Once you start to done everything in your life, you're gonna be able to hear it in anything. Any music is gonna be you're able to hear it. So there's a thing that I had to do because I knew that the industry was gonna do this to me. I felt stuck because I could have been in a loop where I was just posting all of the things that I identified with, right? But that was the trick. They wanted me to do that so they could continue to get validated from me. So I did a Tibetan ritual to where it was like an ancient thing that I literally just pulled out the back of my ass. Like, I don't know how the fuck I found this shit. And I used it, and then I started posting like a whole bunch of Christian artists, like, you know, like probably like 50 of them. I just took these niggas to church, and I took myself to church after that, and I was like, hell yeah. And then they were already beat after that. They can't compete. Like, what are they gonna do?
I do like doing some things that I feel like kind of detour
from the norm.
Yeah, but I'm also deterring them from their thinking like, oh, you got her. Because I like doing dark shit and then it's like, I don't know, I just like it.
Yeah, but you know what? If you stay in that dark shit, that's where they know they got you. So like, then you gotta balance it out with the light, and then now they can't touch it. Now they're like, they don't. Ew, what? Like they don't.
I know. I like mixing it up though.
You know what I'm saying? So I call it. This is the method I say is mix the guap up greasy.
Say it again.
I'm mixing the guap up greasy.
I love it.
Sending out shots of the foul get fragrant. Like, I heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's wild. I'm just in awe that you drove all the way to Florida and back. Like, I've done that drive.
Like it was crazy because I went from the top and then like I went from Seattle from the top all the way down into Florida, and then from Florida to New Orleans, and no, to Atlanta, New Orleans, Texas, then New Mexico, then Utah,
Yeah.
then Salt Lake City, then Oregon. Oh, Oregon is the place. OR, like Oracle. It's dark over there. I was in this, like I was gonna go to Los Angeles, but I was like, no, it's too like I was gaining so much spiritual power that I could really, really sense when I was in a demonic area. Like I could feel the dark pressure, and even in Seattle, like okay, so from after I got out of Utah, that was probably like the best place, and where I was talking to my ancestors and I was telling me that I have a kid and I have a girlfriend that wants me back, but at the same time she did some weird shit to even try to get to me, and she's working with the enemy, or maybe not even the enemy, but just some she's doing everything she can to get my attention, and it's just kind of like, yo, you put me through hell, and and it's like I don't trust you enough to even want to raise that, I mean, my son with you. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there's money involved, and there's, a potential polygamy thing going on, but I don't want to bring the girl that I actually would do that with into your mess that you
Right.
made. If that makes sense, I'd rather you handle it on your own because you have the money to, and you have the smarts, and you have my son. So, but yeah, that's what was told to me there, and but my spirit guides also told me not to go back. So when I left that area, then that's when things started to get really dark and um, really scary, because it's like I was breaking a covenant, and God knew, and Satan started to attack me and tell me like, hey, if you want to go see this girl, she lives in the most demonic area of the world. Like, you think Utah is heaven compared to what you're going to endure getting to the place where you want to get to. And I took it. I said, fuck it. And I made it this far. And this was the hardest thing I ever had to do, because they sent like the worst practitioners my way, like Russians
Oh shit.
that were pouring fumes out of their car, making sure that I was blocked in, like making sure, and like God was giving me the ability to transmute it, so like I could actually breathe it in and get high from it and actually get more in tune with myself. So
Wait, this is while you're driving?
yes,
Leaving Utah?
yes, this is where I
Cool.
started to develop like my light body, and
Wow.
this is where I was getting attacked the most as I'm going up towards Portland, and like Salem was demonic as shit. You know what I'm saying? And not only is it just a feeling of you being attacked, it's like the people on the road are attacking you, and not only that, but there's their license plates and the things that they have on their cars are trying to tell you something and deter you from getting to this girl, because they know it's a divine union. They know that's your twin flame, and they don't want you near her. They don't want you with her. And they said it in the music. They put it like they walked you out of fucking Seattle the first time and tried to kill you in Florida. You left Florida. You went on a mission by yourself. You still were being followed. You like with a flip phone, okay? And you're now going to take said little flippy phone all the way up to Seattle instead of staying in Utah. And the reason why I didn't want to stay in Utah is because I noticed something. I noticed something very, very weird. First of all, like I said, I could see everything, and my ancestors are speaking to me, and they're not going to tell me no lie. So, it was talking about how in Utah that the devil is mad because he doesn't want anybody to know that he's gay. Like, this is real. And it's like, you have a choice. You can either stay here and everybody's gonna know that you're gay, like, or you're gonna be promoting gay stuff, and like, you're not gonna talk about it. That's the dark side, right? Or you're going to fight with God like a man and continue on your path, and obviously I chose God. And there was a point before okay, so in the middle between light and dark, there was a choice. And the choice was to go and meet the people that would give me the rights to the land in Utah. But I couldn't, because as I'm going there, I've started to notice that I was being drugged. And everything started to get smaller. My car started to get smaller. Everything started to get more cartoony. And it started to look more like a video game. And it's like as I'm going through these windy turns, it's saying, yes, come in here, come get your birthright, come free the land again, right? And as I'm going down this spiral, I'm getting smaller and smaller, and the cartoon is getting more like real, like it's cartoony. And then I'm going through these gates, and I'm just keep driving, have faith, but something is off. I'm like going through all of these weird gates, and there's gonna be a point where I'm not gonna know where the fuck I am, because I'm being drugged. And I went through one last gate, and it's like it had hearts, like like green hearts, like it looked so enticing. And then I was like, no, this is a trap. And so then I turned my car around, and then I noticed like these vans that were like trailing me, you know what I'm saying? To like try to entice me to get in there. And I was like, nope, won't. Shifted, moved out of those gates, and as I'm like spiraling out of it, I'm coming back into being a person.
Wow.
And then they told me, like, because it was like, oh, you fish, gay, you're this, you're that, like, and then they're just fucking with your emotions, right? And it's like, but this is your land, and you know it's your land, and you see your ancestors, and your ancestors are talking to you, and they're giving you love and guidance and saying, yes, this is your place, and also your wife and your kid is here for you. All you got to do is take it. And like, there was all of these trucks with different material in Utah. Utah probably looks completely different now, but and like the stores were trying, like, when you go in a store and they're playing music and shit like that to fuck with you gotta wear headphones when you're going into these places. You have to have something that's combating it. You cannot listen to these motherfuckers because it will drain you.
Dang.
They will try to. They will pull on your weakest emotions. They're that desperate to get a reaction out of you. And they're watching you, and then after they get a reaction out of you, they will be on the front page. So, Um, like basically after I got out of that, it was like the mountains were talking to me, the street signs were talking to me. The street signs were saying one thing, but the mountains were really talking, and my spirit was listening to what the mountains had to say about this area. And you know, I made the decision to leave, and after that, I could no longer hear my ancestors. Like, well, they were still with me, but I couldn't hear them as profound and talking as much because now I'm stepping out of nature and I'm stepping back into the matrix. Not only am I facing the matrix, I'm also facing these dark forces that don't want me to reach my goal. And they're, like I said, Russians with fumes in their car.
Ugh.
And it's not only Russians, like there's black people in it, there'll be Mexicans in it, like there's and then there's like Africans that are like alchemists and warlocks and witches, and like they got notebooks and they're writing down your name, or they're writing down your destiny, or they're writing down something they want to manifest for your life. And you have to combat it with you writing down your destiny, what you want in your life, and what you're gonna do to these niggas if they keep on sending spells your way. You know.
Dang, this
So-
is helping me so much. Understand what's been going on, you know? Because I've been feeling all these things you're telling me. I've been feeling this type of attack.
Yeah, and that's the attack. Is basically to let you go out like a sucker.
Mm-hmm.
And really, they're the sucker, and they just want you to take the blame.
Mm-hmm.
Cause even Kendrick probably gay, for real.
Yeah.
And that's why he wasn't talking for so long too. So, hey,
Right.
like right back at you, Jinx. You feel me? Like all of this shit is like coming full circle, you know? And it's just like, are you gonna be able to talk about it? Are you gonna be able to actually like just be 100% authentic and accountable and just let people know what the fuck is really going on, you know? Because like that is your land, period. Like there's no other place like it.
Right.
It is your land. So, you know, and these Masons and all of these weird entities are there, and they're trying to keep it from you by, you know, telling you you're this and you're that, but really they are. And you don't have to listen to that shit. And like you gotta guard your heart and know what the fuck's going on. You know,
Yeah.
Salt Lake City was fun. OG Den was clean. Like
What?
there's a place called
Ogden?
OG Den.
Oh, shit. I was going to tell you about Ogden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
OG
Oracle
Den.
Gemini Den. That's my den. And
that...
like I said, my name is in the names. You feel
Oh, my God.
me? So
You are so
and that's where my ex was, and that's why she's so attached to me and shit like that. And she's like, "Have you ever been to Utah?" Oh, so you already know. So you're here already. Like, ahora bombo que la tía estamos. Mira. You feel me?
Wait, she's for reals in Ogden.
Yeah, she used to live there probably. And
That
then
is insane. Shit, there's so many things.
and
there
then
are so many
Colorado, like my brother loves Colorado, right?
things. It's gorgeous there.
But the signs there were like in direct opposition to me. Like I did something wrong. Like you niggas fucked me over, and then put it up on display. Like you know, like this is your shit. This is my shit. This is my shit. But I get it. Like I got like 5 brothers, so like they got their little land and I got my land, so it's all right. We gonna see when this bout is over, and that's why y'all niggas mad because y'all really don't got shit for real. Anyway, um, like as I'm driving, I went through. I was stuck in Colorado for a little bit, and it was so weird and just arid, and then all those synchronicities just made it feel like my older brother just like stained my name too, and like they're all a part of this shit. Like they're just they're all a part of it. And I just kept continuing on my journey, and I wound up in, I think, I went from, there's this place, let me see, from, yeah, so I went from up to Colorado, then I went into like the mountains in Colorado, like these these snowy mountains and shit. I was up in the mountains for a couple of days, like, or a night, like driving through these mountains and winding, and it's dark and it's snow, and it's like the tundra, and I know I'm by myself. Like, there's nobody coming to save me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dark, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even feel like you're at home. Like, this is like not the place to be right now, dog. And then I seen this place up there. It's called Purgatory, and they got
Oh God.
and I went inside, and it's like, you know, they got these beautiful houses in there, and they're still building houses up there, and it's like really nice, and it's got your name all over it, but it's in the snow, and it's in some weird place called Purgatory, but you took a picture of it anyway.
Where are all these footages? I'm so excited.
They're just on that little flip phone, you know what I'm saying? So but it's really cool because I did make some videos while I was in Utah and some other places too, and also took pictures of like just the ritual that they did, and like the stuff that they changed to try to fuck with me, or like it's either they did that, or the ritual that I did, the Tibetan ritual, basically takes you out of the karmic loop. And like it basically, it's like imagine you're just dealing with people talk about all the worst things in your karma, but once you let go of all of that and you accept yourself for who you truly are, then you can move up above that, and then you're at the seat of the throne where everything is you. Everything is you. Everything can speak to you now. You can see things clearly now. That's rising above the phoenix. That's being the god or the goddess of this realm, because now you see everything, and you know where humans are in their ascension process, where they need to go, or whether you can actually work with them or not. So, as I'm trying to go through this dark place and get to Seattle, and I'm like en route to Portland, I was stopped somewhere. I think I was in Idaho. I was in Idaho, and they were following me bad in Idaho, and like I was gonna stop and make camp somewhere in Idaho, and that's where my angel body was coming in. So like I'm like literally feeling so light, and I can feel my aura, and I'm like just happy with it. Like I'm like, thank God, like this is like a real metamorphosis. Like I'm literally changing, and like I'm like, I know that I'm an angel. Like I feel it. I'm an angel. Like it's like I got all my gifts. Like, and it's like the gifts just keep coming. It's like there's so much of it, and then there's so many different ascended masters that are revealing themselves and like revealing their gifts, and like giving me the opportunity to use them at my disposal. And um, it's so cool. And like I have the ability to command angels and like send them forward on different missions and talk to people without talking to people through their dreams or through their spirit, and just like if I sense that something is wrong, like I can also go into my angel body, my light body, and send them energy, because the energy that I'm able to emit is infinite. It's like I won't
Source
get,
energy.
yeah, and it's like it won't never run out, you
Right.
know, and it's fueled by my breath, and the breath is called the spirit, you know. So like if you really start to breathe, that's where you really start to sense your divinity. Like you start to shed your skin.
Insane.
And so that's in Idaho. And then I parked at a gas station and it had a hotel there, and I have the money to go in it. And but I'm just chilling. Like right now, I'm just looking and feeling and just being in my light body.
My parents met in Blackfoot, Idaho.
Blackfoot, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Blackfoot. I know it's called Blackfoot because there's the Blackfoot Indians.
They were weird out there though. Like I guess the
Yeah,
Matrix,
Idaho's weird as fuck.
the Matrix part of it is just weird. Like
Yeah.
it's so blatant.
I don't like Idaho
It's dark
at all.
and it's blatant and it's in your face.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
Yeah,
And
that's where my mom was born and raised, is Idaho. That's a horrible place.
So and like I had my weapons with me. Like I have this knife that's like feels like it got Anubis written all over it, and I got my wand, and like my wand is gotten all the downloads that I got while I was in Utah. I drew it on my wand. So my wand. So now my wand is like super fucking powerful. And then
That just gave me some really intense shimmers all on my wings.
oh yeah, you want to see the fucking wand? It's
Yes!
so crazy. Oh. This shit go crazy. Where's my wand at? My wand's probably in my whip. Yeah, it's in my car.
Okay.
But I will definitely show it to you.
Hey, I have another question that maybe seems random, but like, do you get along with Sagittarians?
No, they're scared of me. Because I will outdo them every time. I'm too ahead of them. I'll outdo them effortlessly.
Yeah. It's just on the zodiac wheel that's opposite, the Sagittarius and the Gemini. So I just wondered if there was any complementary experiences you had.
I've never dealt with a Sagittarius. Never needed to. I'm an asshole.
I know one in Utah. He's the most. He's very. I don't know. He's the most powerful man I've ever met. And so like I don't want to say I compare everyone to him, but just like his skill level. Yeah. But the thing is, he hasn't dealt with his trauma, so he's like in a loop. But he's like galactic. He's very, very galactic.
See, yeah, that last Tibetan thing is so crucial for our ascension.
That's why I'm wondering if you could help him and if he would listen to you, because he's got a big ego.
This video that we're gonna put out is gonna help that.
Okay.
So I'm not too worried about it, and I just want to talk to you about like how I had to fight Satan. Like that last part was like literally me fighting the devil, and the devil was telling me to turn the fuck back and to stand the fuck down, and I'm like, no, nigga, no. And like, the cars, the fumes, and the fucking the signs had sigils inside of it. Like all throughout this shit, it had demonic sigils, and at the gas stations everywhere had sigils where you look at it and now you got another curse. I'm literally getting cursed like back to back.
Yeah, I can feel it.
And I didn't have a GPS. I only had this little flippy phone, so I'm getting cursed and then having to like block curses out and like get curses out of my body and like they're cursing my eyeballs and I can't see and I have to drive and I'm not doing it in the daytime. I'm doing it at night. So it's like they're just having a ball. But also I noticed that my body changes in the daytime and the nighttime. Like the daytime, it's like I'm weaker in the daytime, or not as weak. I'm not weak in the daytime, but I'm more light and I'm less aware. I can be aware if I start to work on my breath more, but it's like I have to really focus. But at night, it's like I turn into something else, like a cat, like night vision, like
Yes.
sixth sense, like feeling the energies around me because that's where the demons come out to play. You know,
You can see better in the dark.
I can see better, I can feel them better, I can smell better. You know, my awareness is heightened. Like even my perspectives, like my eye perspective changes. Um, and this is what they fear. This is what they don't want. This is what they don't want us to step into our divinity like this because I guarantee you when you step into who you truly are as a goddess, you will notice that your powers might not be the same as mine. Your powers might be stronger
They'll
than
be
mine.
different.
It'll
They'll
be
be different.
different. And um, you know, like it's just cool to see. It's just really cool to actually do it. I got some keychains from Utah as well, and I also got a code for you from there because I feel like it's Jamaican in origin, like Utah, or like when I was a kid. You taught it. You teen it. You taught that too. Like that's yeah, I taught. And Utah backwards is hat you. And what does that mean? Like it can mean hate you. It can mean crown me. Whatever you pick, you know.
See, so my friend Beto says that Utah is the real Utes. The Ute, it's named after the Ute Indian tribe, so they're the Utah. So we call that's why he says Jewish people are Jew-ish,
But they're not
right?
from the tribe of
Exactly.
Judah.
Exactly. They're not the true Jews. So that's if you're from Utah, the Utah Indians, the Jute Indians are the real Jews.
And when I was in Utah, I seen a whole bunch of people that look like me, and I was just like, "You're me." Like you're me. Like I'm like, do you know what I'm thinking? Can you you remember me? And like they're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is nigga?
Can I tell you so? Okay, so I just want to share something with you. Like everywhere I go, melanated people come. Everywhere I go, and I was in Tacoma, Washington, for my niece's graduation. This is back in June.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my God, Pissy, like I've never seen this many melanated people." I said, "I told you, like I know who I am."
Just
like seriously, like just a dude jogging here, there, everywhere. She's like, "I've never seen this many melanated people."
Yeah. That's awesome.
And so like Beto's the one that taught me that. Like we would do drum circles in this park. And like, sure enough, there'd be like Africans coming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they're just
and it's
attracted
Utah.
to it. It's like your frequency, but man, like there's nobody but my girl here. She's the only one, and they know. That's why they're like, this nigga cannot be with her. We want her, but now they're changing their tone. Now they're saying, okay, we got respect for this nigga because if he can make it through what we just put him through,
Dang.
he deserves her. Like, ain't nobody else gonna do it like him. Nobody. So it's like she's more of like a dark empress. Like I could definitely feel like the evil in her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But and like I got that evil in me too, so it's like it just is so
We have light and dark.
it
We
yeah,
have to have
but
both.
like when I'm with her, it's just like that. I'm just drowning in that darkness, like, and it's just so good. It's something. It's different from when we first met. So I feel like because she told me that on the day that I awoke, she had like the worst period. You know what I'm saying? She was ovulating at that time, and it was in divine timing because you know what I'm saying. So it's like when that happened, I was literally pushed out, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and had to go from Florida all the way down here, and just like like nigga, I don't know who's been trying to betray me or who's sent to kill me, like what the fuck, and like my family's all like evil, and it's like the fuck is this, and it's like it's like I gotta leave this shit too now, and then now I'm in this place like Atlanta, like I try to go to FaZe, like this nigga's getting taken, like like I go to um I go to Texas, and it's like my friends don't feel like my friends anymore. And it's like it feels like they use me or some sort of shit, like, but it wasn't my friends. They didn't have that type of power. These are principalities that are building shit around me because they know.
Yeah.
So, like the devil was just like obnoxiously trying to deter me or to stop me, and it was so in my face and just the worst, just the most disgusting, nastiest, most irritating that you could ever imagine. Like, won't stop, won't shut the fuck up.
I know somebody like that.
And it was just like, and he's not even talking. He's like in my eyes, he's in my face. It's like he's in these bodies. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's attacking my whole being. And it's like, I'm not going to stop. So you're going to have to stop, and all this money and all this resources and all this this spell work and all this magic and all this demonic shit that you're doing is going to backfire. And that's what I'm hoping for. And that's what I'm banking on. And that's the only thing keeping me going. Is watching you eat everything you did.
How did you get through the worst of it? Like, what eased it?
It wasn't an ease. It wasn't an ease. Even
what happened?
I went straight to the girl I'm talking to. And I knocked on her door.
In Seattle?
Yeah, and I knocked on her door because I didn't have her number, and she opened the door, and her whole crib looked different.
Huh.
And like, I knew that whoever was haunting me has been haunting her.
Of course.
And putting her more on a pedestal, probably sending people her way to fuck on her, probably, just making a fool out of her, and she doesn't even know. And in turn, laughing in my face and making it seem like this girl doesn't love me. you know, when really she's being manipulated and she has no type of protection or guidance. And she's not as powerful as me.
Wow.
You know? And it's like these demons are playing in our face and they're trying to block us from being together. And it's blatant. And the only thing I can say is that we both have to fight back. We both have to say enough is enough. We both have to get back
Prepared
into
for that?
what?
Like, is she?
Yeah, she's prepared for that. She's like, I believe everything that you're saying, and I remember when I was like in my full divinity, like I just fell somehow, and like you're just everything that you're saying is like it's coming back and it's hitting me really hard, and I was like, I might have to leave and just come back when you're okay, you know, and like you're better to talk to, and I haven't seen her in 2 days. Like even yesterday or today was just like I went to her house or like to her parking lot, and I couldn't get out the car because I was so weak, and I just succumbed to all of these attacks. And then when I woke up, I had demons inside of me, and then I had you know, like I just heard a boom on my car, and I'm like, fuck, like, you know, and you know, even when I came back to my house, I see a new sign that's over here, and it's like, slow down. Why are you driving crazy? Why are you tweaking out on the road, buddy? Like, what's wrong with you? Huh? Because if they can see me act crazy or act up, then they can take me into the mental hospital, take my blood, do adrenochrome all over again, and drain me, and make me forget, and put me back to square one. And I don't want to. I refuse. I just refuse to do that. I refuse to go that direction. So, they're just gonna have to deal with it.
So those people that would be watching and looking out and waiting for any type of indicator that would give them a green light
to come and take my energy, and that's what they want because it's so bright. Is that they just want that? They just want it. Like they'll do anything to get it. Like that's what I'm hearing. You know.
Right.
And they're just gonna have to deal with it because I'm fighting back, and you're weaker than me. You know,
it's just a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot, and it's like she was asking me. She's like, "Why was this the first place you came?" And I was like, "Because they've been doing it to you too." And I was like, "Give me your phone. Let me see your phone." And I was like, "You probably have agents texting you right now, all types of shit." And then one of it was like, he's like, "Yeah, my ex-boyfriend died in a car accident, blah blah blah, LOL." And she's laughing at it.
What?
And she's just like looking at all of these memes that this dude is sending her, and she's laughing. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, babe, they're playing in your face. These motherfuckers are like literally playing you for a fool, because meanwhile they're trying to kill me and get me in a car accident and like literally do this shit. It's like they're trying everything to stop us being together because they know how powerful we are.
Yeah.
And they know what we're capable of. And we can't let this shit happen. I'm not letting it happen.
Not on my watch.
If I gotta leave you to the wolves, I'll leave you to the wolves. But trust me, baby. Listen, There's no nigga like me on the planet. I guarantee you. You got a whole symphony from. What do you want to listen to? Because I bet you got your name in it right now. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And then they're that's not only that, but they're also trying not to see us together. Like it's like that Sean Paul song. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. Cause I got you. You know what I'm saying? I was fucked up. Like this whole experience was so fucked up because it was like just trying to fill my head with a bunch of doubt and like getting attacked. Like what if I were to turn back? You think they would have stopped attacking me? You think they would have stopped attacking her? You think they would have stopped doing anything that they were doing? No.
Probably not.
It would have gotten worse. And they would have done they would have crippled.
We got him.
They would have crippled us.
Ooh.
And they would have had the victory. That's how important it is.
Yeah. And that's how resilient you are. That's how strong you are. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. This is a victory.
Yeah.
An incredible victory.
Flawless victory.
Where's your homecoming parade?
I already got my queen, that's it.
Oh! Like, I got my prize.
I got the queen, I got the empress. Like, hell yeah. You got me fucked up. This emperor's got a new groove. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
So, I'm happy. But yeah, I think it's time to get this knowledge out there. So let me stop this recording.
Okay. Yeah, people definitely need encouragement. Like, I know I feel so much better.
Do you
Seriously,
want
miserable.
say anything before we end it?
Huh?
Do you want to say anything before we end it? Like,
No.
You have the floor.
I am saying it.
Okay, we'll talk. Go ahead. Let me shut up.
No, well, it's just it's that you're sharing this incredible, I don't even know how to call it, a journey. It's like you've been in war, in like the biggest battle of your life, and maybe the biggest battle ever.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's affirming for me because I feel like I've been in the biggest battle of my life, and yet it feels like I'm repeating a pattern at some level.
Yeah.
And so I've just been so incredibly discouraged for the last, I don't know, since you disappeared, basically. So it feels like the ripple, you made an epic ripple. And so I'm feeling that and been feeling that. And so I'm thinking about everyone who's like you, who's like me, is also feeling this discouragement and despair.
Yes.
And so it's like I lost my way. I've been lost. I have felt very, very lost. And so now hearing your experience helps fortify me and encourages me. It feels like a celebration, and like I said, victory. Like it's so exciting what you've accomplished.
By myself too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's insane, but at some level we have to, because we're all connected. At some level we had to have been. Do you see what I'm saying?
But
even though yes, you were doing the hard stuff.
I was doing the physical, but you know what? Like, that phone was so powerful because it had my spirit team in it, and they were telling me every step of the way, like, hey, they're coming for you. They're about to do this to you. They're about to do that to you. So like I was already like prepared. Like every attack and every plan of the enemy was already known. to me
Yeah.
beforehand. So it's like I was like, oh, I was waiting for you at the door.
See, that's what I mean. It's like you can't lose.
I couldn't lose.
It's still hard. It's still hard. It's still scary. It's still insane, and you can't lose.
Yeah.
That's reminded me. That's what I told Dev when I really felt it was so important that we all went to Orlando for this influencer takeover.
Yes, you should.
And I was telling him, I'm like, Devin, you can't lose. Like, he did not want to go. He's like, not really. I don't really care. Like, I'm really not. And I was like pushing him so hard. I'm like, Devin, this is so important. Like, you have to go. You can't lose. No. And it was like, I call that a baptism by fire, because that shit was so intense. Like, the journey getting to Orlando was absolutely insane.
Wow.
Absolutely insane. It was excruciating.
Damn, I had a hard time even finding you niggas that day too, because like I heard about the event on live, and then now I'm on like a hunt, like from like calling people and trying to find the website, and then trying to find the address to purchasing the ticket to going to like the convention center. Nobody's there. I'm like, where the fuck these niggas at? Like, and then to finding the school, and then nobody's there still, like, and you know, they're coming at like a later time to calling up my boy, and I was like, yo, this is what I've been doing. I've been trying to find these niggas, and I was like, you want to come? To picking him up and then bringing him there and like shooting the whole event and then sending out all the pictures and stuff like that, and just
what? I forget that you were there. Like, I didn't even know you.
That's
really?
Why everybody had all those cool pictures.
What?
Yeah, why do you think they got them?
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you?
I'd be in the mix. I'd be in the mix. I'm in it, but I'm not of
it. You are so clever. You are so clever. That's the jack of all trades. That's the Gemini. That's the magician. You are so clever about the way you move. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating, and it's delightful.
It's
like you're a tricky little magician. But no, it's even more than that. It's not even. It's so like the Joker. It's like the jester, the court jester. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're the smartest one in the room, but no one knows it.
Yep.
And they just think you're a clown, right?
Yeah.
And that's the best disguise there is.
Yeah.
Because you see it all.
Mm-hmm.
And you have so much power. And it's because of your disguise.
Yeah.
No one assumes. No one suspects the jokers up to the little pranksters up to this clown over here. No one expects anything from the clown. He's just entertaining, right? Like, meanwhile, he's the whole great and powerful Oz behind the curtain, running the whole fucking
the whole thing, literally. And then I just had to come to that realization that, like, no, nigga, like, you are the one who fucking started this shit.
And thank you for your service, because we needed this. That's the ripple I'm talking about. But see, that's what it also acknowledges, because I've done some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it's like it has like universe. It just echoes in eternity. Like,
yes.
Like, and then you just wake up one day and you're like, huh? You're still alive? I thought I killed you. And now you gotta fight them again. And they're stronger.
Oh. Well, I really fucked up technology. I really did a number on the technology. That's what's interesting, is to hear the little pieces of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just,
all of it was such a movie. I swear. This was 4 hours of us talking.
For real?
Yeah, it's like a mystical movie. Like,
Holy
while
shit.
everybody's wondering where the fuck I was, like, this is what I was going through. I had an excuse.
I hate excuses.
What do you expect me to fucking be posting on a flip phone getting cursed and shit?
You don't need an excuse. You had a mission.
I had a
Mission impossible, and you nailed it. Like,
I wouldn't say I nailed it. I got so mad at one point of everybody watching me, and it was on the radio. Like, I heard it on the radio too. It's like I just went inside and bought like a fucking big ass pizza with all these fucking it's like a meat lovers pizza with all like this pork and shit, and I just downed that whole thing. And it's like, and then all I hear on the radio is like, it's like they're forcing it. Like, it's like they're forcing us to do this. I heard a black lady say that. I was like, damn, I'm sorry.
sorry, not sorry.
I was mad as fuck. I'm like, you think that I'm the Messiah? Watch, I'm gonna show you something. Did the Messiah do this? All that shit.
Resurrection.
No, I had to shit that out.
Death and taxes,
farting
the two biggest lies.
It was the worst smell I've ever encountered in my whole life. It smelled like death. And it smelled like all these demons out here. It was gross. Like, I was like, thank God that I got that out of my system, because that is horrid.
Yeah.
I can see demons. Like, I need to chill the fuck out and sit down, because like it's like I can see them now, and I have not seen. Well, no. Maybe in my third eye I've seen like angels and shit, or even in they come in the form of animals, but I've only seen these demons. I've only seen these shadowy demons. I've seen aliens. I've seen, man, this shit is real, yo. And they all serve a different purpose.
What do you mean?
They all serve a different purpose.
Oh, you said they all serve a different, yeah.
Yeah. But it feels like the game we were winning for a little while, and then we stopped, and then now they're started to win, and now we're like taking a toll as a collective together, because a lot of the collective is not on track, and they're not listening to their spirit team, and that's the real thing that's pissing me off right now, is that everybody needs to get on the timeline that we're on right now, and we need to start doing what we have to do. I laid out the fucking blueprint, and once I get this video done, like, y'all do the rest. Like, shit, let me be for a little bit or something. I don't fucking know. Just let me know, like, send out a bat signal. Send out a vacation. Huh?
You need a little island vacation?
I wish. I need some money in my pocket, and it ain't gonna come unless I continue doing this shit. And like, I just need to listen to what my spirit team is telling me. But right now, I want to meditate and get back into, just sending positive energy out, and then working on this video and putting that out. I need to put this out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that.
Thank you. I mean, it feels weird even just saying thank you to you, because it's like doesn't even match what you've done. But thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice.
You're welcome.